What was it that you wanted to tell me? Look, if I've done something to offend you, I'm sorry. Alright? I love you, Joshua. Good people, another fine day in the year of the Resolve Tooling Day. Bravo Dave Anomaly, the Anomalicarus. If you know me as the man who is ready to get things going, who is going to drink some Dr. Pepper, strawberries and cream. I've had that before and it was trash, but that was out of a can. I had it out of a bottle today and it was actually pretty decent. So like that's kind of, I'm not a soda connoisseur. In fact, I usually don't drink sodas. I'm usually a water or apple cider kind of guy, but like, you know, maybe like once or twice a month I'll be like, hey, you know what? Let's grab a soda. Also, after being sick, I'll usually have like a ginger ale or soda to try and clean out some of the residue. And I was just sick pretty much all of last week. But I digress. Let's hop in. Anthony Sub says Blue Blanca. Thomas team incoming, half joking. Never. Never in a million years. Honestly, this place feels kind of perfect for Chloe to join, which is fair. That one made sense. Joshua was kind of out of nowhere to me. Wouldn't be surprised if there was an anti-vanish stuff. Probably so. Oh, the other side. If you believe yours is the only way. Yep, Fist of Steel sounds like Zen. Okay, the Krumagor in this game makes no sense. Joshua really. So a part of me wonders if it really does have some sort of method to the madness that I don't realize yet. I do wonder. That's all that I wonder. And Chloe being in Frank Grand Soul does make sense. That one makes sense. Let me see. XSP, who says, I haven't been paying attention to these, but is Gilbert worse than Castor? Yeah, I think so. Castor is a trash sack of garbage, human piece of trash and garbage. That being said, Gilbert's worse. Jessica says, Gilbert, you sad, pathetic. Yep, miserable excuse of a human being. Yeah, there we go. This game goes to some very dark places. We have Rain's backstory, which is absolutely horrific, and Kevin's backstory, which is definitely not sunshine and roses. Sun doors, minigame, star doors, short experiences, moon doors are long experiences. I'll get it right. I'll get it tight one of these days. Julia and Mueller are married to their jobs, but they would definitely be a great couple. I ship it, you ship it, Olivier ships it. Archbishop Carant seems to ship it. Mueller's half-brother ships it, and I wouldn't be surprised if Chloe ships it too. She's got a whole shipping journal, you better believe she does. Forbidden love between Ereboni and Laburo, huh? I can't wait to introduce you to my favorite Chloe ship. The strategy for the Julia and Mueller fight is to always have Julia use Mirageburg and chip away at Mueller. Fair enough. I don't remember what that does. Grolsritter lists the doors you found like completed quests. Okay, that's useful. Kapua Delivery Service is the only truly canon Sun door. Door 2 could have happened at some point, but doesn't really fit. Door 3 definitely isn't canon, and Door 4 is somewhat canon, I guess, and I don't want to think about the implications of Door 5 being canon. Yikes. I can tell you that the guy who tricked Don into signing away his land is not a part of the society, even so keep that guy in mind. The guy who looked like a brownish, orange-haired, Weisman, a little bit. I'll keep him in mind. I'll remember his mustache forever. Hopefully he hasn't shaved it. I'd say this door has the worst mechanics, worst minigame mechanics rather, in Trails, followed by Project, Tirefing, and Reverie in Cold Steel 1 and 2 Fishing. The one silver lining is this game marks the door as complete once you play on easy. Oh man, I should have played it on easy. The other mini games require you to play each difficulty. Really? Hate that. But I beat that thing on normal. By the way, I didn't smash that thing. No. I struggled. That being said, once I switched to mouse, I still struggled one more time, that you guys I don't think saw. But then the next time I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm doing. I digress. Anti-vanish stuff is only prevented by accessories that prevent all ailments. The same is true for morph. I think learning lore reasoning is that normal monsters can inflict these ailments rather, so nobody needs to equip create equipment to guard against it. Fair enough. I guess so. If you had brought Josette to the Grand Arena, Kevin would have unsuccessfully tried to give her a nickname, Josie. I'm here for it. Detection Corpse, my beloved. Unfortunately, the icon in this game doesn't change when you open a chest like it does in later games. That sucks. I digress. If your strength is buffed, why not try using arts instead of wasting your turn dealing... Look, I love doing me some zero damage. In first chapter, Estelle and Joshua were together for the entire time. In second chapter, Estelle without Joshua. In the third, we get Joshua without Estelle. We also get to see how Joshua's healing has progressed. He's clearly worried for Estelle's safety, so he isn't separating himself from his emotions, but he isn't panicking or spiraling or rushing off on his own to save her. Remember back in first chapter when he seriously threatened to kill? Yeah, he did. He said, Dalmor, you're gonna die. And since Joshua is no longer having that artificial stigma on his arm, he isn't quite as powerful as he was in subject of. Man! Can we give him a new stigma? Dang. This is actually the game Gilbert sucks the least in. Missing me with that. If Joshua wasn't in your party, Kevin confirms his own suspicions that the Grand Soul they were in was just a replica. The Lord of Phantasma has a small back and forth with each character. Mueller asks if the group has been playing out some sort of play, and the Lord says yes, but that they'd prefer if he thought of it as a valuable, unique experience. It's not often that one has the chance to play both actors and audience, is it, Mueller Vander? Interesting. Okay, Josette asks if the Bobcat of the Port is also a fake. The Lord says only time will tell. And only time will tell where your dear brothers are too. What do you think, Josette Kapua? The Lord of Phantasma is actually pleased with the pace Tita. Russell's understanding of this place has deepened. I guess they're fond of children. This is why I wanted you to bring Joshua to the castle. The line of this dialogue is very significant. Love, too, can serve as to keep the truth forever out of reach. I like that. I did like that line a lot. I recommend keeping a course with the information effect on party members at all times. It's nice to know just in case the enemies reflect magic or something. Hint, hint. Don't like that. Hate that. Rostrum didn't have a chance to use it, but it can charge a thankfully cancelable craft that hits the entire field for 9,000 damage. Oh no. You're standing in front of the Carnelia collection. The first chapter volumes are on the bookshelf below the tree. You never read the last one, and it contains a message from Niall to Estelle and Joshua, right? The only optional conversation is Chloe, Joshua, Josette. Joshua and Chloe in the party for Star Door 3. Talk to every important person twice. Talk to Ollie thrice. Make sure you talk to Sherazard or Shea. Annalise's... Oh, Annalise! Her dialogue changes after talking to Estelle. I feel like I've seen Annalise's sprite in this game. During the loading screen, do we play as Annalise at any point? I digress. The monument on the third plane sells new equipment. You're required to use all 8 characters for the golden and silver roads. But there isn't a story reason to put a specific character on a specific team. Entering the roads, you won't be able to return to the Hermit's Garden for the rest of the chapter. Star Door 4, in the upper right-hand corner, of the first golden road. I feel like I'm fine. For the most part, finding the doors, I guess. Note that the Vargrim enemy on the Silver Road has a death scream that can inflict a death blow on nearby party members. He's a little Reaper dude. I kind of love him. I feel like I already hate him. I feel like I already hate him. That being said, Science and Story says, I hate that sun door so much, sobs. I like trails because I don't have to shoot things and yet the stupid door. P.S. You hopefully have figured, have found the Swing Witch in Grand Soul, which I highly recommend eating for the recipe ASAP. I'll check. I'm not sure if I have. It's a fairly common ingredient, gives you 50 CP in a go, which can dig you out of some serious holes, especially with Kevin's S-Crab, fair enough. And Fiery Gaming says, and somehow Joshua has managed to get a change of clothes before appearing in Phantasma. Is this some sort of wardrobe in that portal? JK, I know there's a time skip, imagine. Thank you for the comments. Let's go. Let's go. It's the bookshelf below the tree. So this is Carnelia. We are gonna go and read our books. The tree's over here. Oh, there is a bookshelf down here. That's crazy. Several issues of the Liberal News on the bookshelf. We'll read number 1. We'll read number 2. We've read most of these. No, not number 1 again. Stop. Don't do this to me. Oh, it actually gives us years. Hold on. Because that's something I was wondering earlier. Pardon me. I think it said we're at 4. Yeah. So this all happened in half of a year between 1202 and 1202. Clearly. That being said, if I remember right, Estelle was training for 6 months? Right? Once she had gotten to the Bracer training facility, I forget the name of it. She was there training for 6 months with Annalise, right? So then the entire second game is 1203, probably early to mid. And we have a how many year time skip? Was it 2-year time skip, or was it a year, or I don't know, who knows. We'll keep going though. I read 4, let's go to 5. I do like this is like a little catch up. I didn't consider this, because when you think about it this way, the news really does give you a full story of, I read 6 already. Does give you a full story of what happened in the first game. And hey, the second game too, kind of. Very clearly there's some things that you can't learn from these news things because they are trying to keep it out of public eye. In fact, I'm more willing to say that these ones tell a better story of what happened than the next one. Here. Rescuing Her Majesty yesterday at noon, a group comprised of bracers of the Royal Army and stormed Grancel Castle after rescuing Her Majesty. This is 19 pages? I definitely didn't read this one. Been placed under house arrest by the ID. Said group suppressed the Special Operations Unit of that division, thereby liberating the Royal Castle. ID Commander Colonel Richard, as well as other high-ranking officers, were involved with were placed under arrest, rather, and charged with attempting to incite a coup d'etat. And this is why I intend to make a full account of the hidden truth behind this string of incidents. Message to the readers: I am sure there are many of you out there who are dumbfounded by the headlines printed on this issue. Up until now, the magazine has withheld publishing information concerning major events which surrounded the occupation of the Royal Castle, placement of Her Majesty under house arrest, and other such circumstances of pertinence in an endeavor to uncover the ID's dark conspiracy. The Liberal News sincerely apologizes for the abrupt coverage and, in addition, asks that the readers understand our decision in this matter. Richie's plans. The young founder of the ID, behind his humble facade, there lurked a calculating schemer enacting a carefully planned coup. Which is wild, because we know that he wasn't like 100% like, hey, let's go do this coup. Some of these ideas were kind of his. But truly, he was also a puppet in the hands of the society. Richard's plan Richard's plan, all began through the utilization of the ID as a personal recruitment tool to amass a group of senior military officials mired in corruption and illicit affairs. These actions allowed Richard to hold the heart of the Royal Army within the palm of his hand for a time, at least. General Morgan and other such incorruptible figures of importance, on the other hand, were forcibly bound, imprisoned, and otherwise restrained from interfering. Terrorist incidents resolved, and the soldiers in blue uniforms were the perfect imitative deception with which to frame the royal guards. The goal of the incident itself was to secure a certain test equipment and abduct Professor Russell, the leading specialist in orbital research, but the background surrounding this event are still under investigation by the Bracers Guild. Royal Princess held hostage after gaining control over a large majority of the army. Richard finally set his coup d'etat into action, placing Her Majesty's nephew, Duke Dunan, on the throne in her stead. Richard assumed control over the royal family from the shadows. His plan was to press Her Majesty to abdicate the throne by taking Her Highness Princess Claudia hostage by the Royal Guard, led by First Lieutenant Schwartz, right through the machinations. A fierce battle ensued between Special Ops Unit and the Royal Guard over Her Highness the Princess. However, being outnumbered, the Royal Guard's stand ended in defeat, and Princess Claudia was taken captive. Following the incident, members of the Royal Guard were branded as terrorists, and the unit was driven underground with nothing standing in Richard's way. The success of this coup d'etat was only a matter of time. However, unlikely heroes make an appearance amidst the chaos. An unheralded ray of light shone down upon the scene. A few individuals infiltrated the castle, slipped past security of the Special Operations Unit, the SOU. Moreover, they succeeded in meeting with the princess, the queen, who was under house arrest at the time. I refrained from writing these individuals' names in deference to the Bracers Guild's request, but suffice it is to say, the guild itself, which had been in the dark due to regulations sanctioned by the ID, was for the first time able to grasp the direness of the situation thanks to information acquired by these nameless heroes. After being appraised of the chain of events, the Bracers Guild would become a central force of opposition in the ID. Liberation of the Queen. The Bracers Guild rendezvoused with the estranged Royal Guard and set about liberating Earl Royal Villa through a joint operation carried out under the veil of night, and beginning with Her Highness Princess Claudia succeeded in rescuing the hostages. Then yesterday, using the tolling noon bell of Gransel Cathedral as a cue, a rescue team primarily made up of bracers and a member of the Royal Guard pressed forward with a plan to storm the castle with a three-pronged attack from the air. Landed at and the underground as rangers of the Royal Army under the command of the ID fell upon the liberating group. A deadly battle with the Special Operations Unit erupted within the halls of Gransel Castle and even spread to the lower levels. The struggle finally came to an end with the safe rescue of Her Majesty Queen Alicia. At roughly the same time, a unit of the Royal Army had come within sight of the castle, ceased its advance, and became, after being persuaded to lay down arms by General Morgan, who had escaped from captivity and rushed the royal city. The coup d'etat plan, which had been crafted by Richard and the ID, had been without a doubt thwarted at the narrow brink of no return. Yeah. In all honesty, they should have won. But I'll be real. I know the society knew that they weren't going to win. Let's be real. The face of this nameless paramilitary unit. As is evident from the information presented in this article, the ambitions of the ID were not shattered by the strength of a lone hero, but by the combined courage of a host of unnamed individuals who, in the end, wielded the strength necessary to bring down the curtain on this intricate scheme. It has also been rumored that a number of civilians stood shoulder to shoulder with the ranks of the Royal Guard and the Bracers in this endeavor. During this final struggle, the forces gathered together on the Liberator side were in fact put in a situation which many would agree was insufficient in terms of strength to combat this foe. However, it was the courage of these civilians that compensated for this deficiency. As a reporter caught up in the mix, I was also one of those individuals who found themselves being borne up by this incredible energy Among those who gave me strength to carry on were 2 junior bracers in particular, to whom I owe a special debt of gratitude, for without them, penning these articles would have been an impossibility. As we come to the end of these tumultuous events, I am once again overcome with feelings of reverence and thankfulness. The 2 individuals for whom I've spoken are scheduled to be awarded with their long-awaited status by the Bracers Guild at any moment. Please, forgive me for using, forgive me rather, for my use of the following space for a personal message, in consideration of my heroes, who saved Liberal Kingdom. My heartiest congratulations to the both of you, and if you're ever in the mood for curry, it's on me. Niall, my guy, we getting curry from Niall, that's my dude. Oh man, Royal Guard reinstated. The Royal Guard, which has been branded as terrorist, in Force Underground, has had its honor restored. The Army's Strategic Operations Headquarters also decided today that the Royal Guard will be officially reinstated, and it is expected that First Lieutenant Swartz and all of her fellow officers will be returning to their former unit. General Morgan promoted. Coup d'etat plan was carried out by a division of military that should have served as a protective shield to the public. The Royal Army, unable to forestall this serious incident despite the threat it posed to the nation, will refocus its prime objective, restructuring and reorganizing in order to prevent such future tragedies. To head that movement, the Royal Assembly has already proposed the leadership to be awarded to General Morgan. The Royal Army has shown signs that it will comply to those demands. General Morgan is expected to accede to the office of Commander of Strategic Operations. In addition, my guy, Cassius Bright, who acted as the General's right-hand man during the 100 Days War, will be making a return, this time to adjunct to the Commander, as an adjunct to the Commander. The former Colonel had, after the war, resigned from his post and transferred his considerable talents to the Bracers Guild. Mystery at the Church Towers! Yesterday afternoon, numerous reports came in from all over the kingdom to witness a mysterious light. It has been said that a beam of light shone from the tops of the Church Towers. We are presently awaiting an investigation into the matter, as no further details are known at this time. Alright. Well, we did it. We read them all. So let's get out of here. I wanted to check. Someone asked me to check if I had that sandwich. Yes, the swingwich. Yeah, sure. We'll just give it to him real quick. Let's see what the recipe for this is. We got nothing. But we also just have, I don't think we've bought any ingredients because we're poor. We are poor. Ain't that the truth? We're not exactly poor in terms of like Sepith though. Like we could sell 5 of this and get 5,000. Yeah, sure. That's fine, I guess. Like, look, Swingwich needs these tomatoes, which kind of sucks. Let me see. Needs flour, which we could do pretty cheap. Extra spicy fries. This, which we can do pretty cheap. Get that pretty, that's not pretty cheap, but it's there. Dragon beans, royal leaf, black pepper, not pretty cheap, but we might as well. Red pepper. So we really just need this and I think beast flesh or something. We haven't really seen a whole bunch of beast either, which is kind of crazy. This is not what I want. This is what I want. Yeah, so it's the tomatoes and some beast flesh. And admittedly, it's not that expensive. Once we find some beast, we'll probably be stocked up on beast flesh for real, for real. Those tomatoes are expensive, though. Like, we can get, like... Here. We can get, like, 4 of them for right now. There. Once we get some beast flesh, we'll be, you know, feasting with some beasties. Okay, so there's not... I need to go back and do the thing. There was a thing that I didn't get. And I feel the need to do that. Because I'm gonna have to go back to the castle to do that. Right, I haven't done that, which is great. Considering you're always traveling using warps in the cube, it's hard to be sure, but it does feel like every time we arrive at a new plane, we're moving further and further downward, huh? It makes me wonder what's at the bottom of Phantasma. If we are going down, that is interesting. To be fair. Who had special conversations? It was Joshua. Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo. Chloe, Joshua, Josette. What's up? Maybe it's just me, but it's kind of some sort of maybe a bad idea to lock the next Queen of Liberl in one of those sealing stones, right? Yeah. Yeah. The Lord of Phantasma should get the death penalty when we catch him. Lamel, okay. Simply glad that Her Highness is safe and well. Still, there seems to be every chance that the others have been captured in the same way. We should hurry and aid them. It's clear that the Lord of Phantasma is not a foe to be underestimated. Unfortunately, we don't have enough information to try and work out who they really are. If we only had more clues to go on. Yeah, we ain't got lickety-split, to be honest. I think we'll run with this crew for a little bit. Although I wouldn't be like expressly mad at... Hold on. Neither are you. We've done that one, right? I think. We may have been through 100 battles at this point. And these, we're ready for maybe the both of these. Let's check this one first, to just see if we're there. Let's start by doing some door cleanup. There's a star door. Now hold on a minute. The moon doors are the big ones. The star doors are the short experiences. Did we do it? Oh, I think we did it. Hey, I fought 100 battles. I sure did. Have I not fought 100 battles in this game? Really? Y'all, I feel like that's impossible at this point. This is impossible. No shot that I haven't fought 100 battles. Anywho, take me to the other door. Open up. Bring me the boy with the eyes of ambers and the princess with an indomitable will. Open that bad boy. I swear if I'm in like 99 battles, I'm gonna fight somebody. It's a star. That ain't the jankiest star I've seen in a long time, to be honest. A little Luma. A little Estrella. I grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Whoa, memories! Whoa! I want Agate back. Breaking news! Liberl special issue. The Flying City falls. Liberl is safe once more. Glory to the young bracers who saved us all from this crisis. Oh, hey! Actually, the news. Feature story, Liberl Arc collapses. We're doing a whole lot of news reading, huh? Enigmatic object gone in a flash. The mysterious structure that appeared last month over Valeria Lake disappeared as suddenly as it came, collapsing rather loudly in a giant mountain of rubble into the lake. Many of our readers have witnessed the moment for themselves, but it seems that it was visible not only from Liberl, but from the southern edge of the Empire and Calvard as well. A small minority argued that the structure may be a new weapon to the Royal Army, but this turn of events seems to conclusively rule out that possibility. The collapse of the Liberl Arc also caused a 2-acre-high tsunami across the edge of the lake, but so far there have been no reports of serious injuries, fatalities, or missing persons as a result of this. Unfortunate fishermen. The worst that seems to have been reported is a large number of unfortunate fishermen who are unable to escape in time, getting covered in water. Poor guys. We know all of them too. What was the Liberl Arc? According to the investigation by the Royal Army and the Bracers Guild, it was a flying city from ancient Sumerian times. How exactly it came to be above the Valeria Lake to begin with, or what caused it to collapse, remains to be confirmed, but it appears to be without a doubt that the international crime syndicate known as the Society is somehow involved. They made the paper. While this is yet to be officially confirmed, reports suggest that an investigation team in the city encountered a group of Crimson soldiers there, supporting this theory above. The place is one mystery after another, but we can't let those guys get away with any more than they already have, said a member of the team. Furthermore, Zeiss Central Factory and the Royal Army are planning to continue investigating the Liberl Arc, and to end this we'll be launching a combined salvage operation. Rejoicing citizens, yeah! Ordnance work again, yeah! Yeah. Recovery from the shutdown. Around the time Liberl Arc collapsed, the orbital shutdown phenomenon tormented the whole of the country finally ceased. As a result, many now believe that the city caused the phenomenon, but no conclusive proof of this has been established, and we can only await further research onto the issue. It was. like, it was. Guys, news. Hey, at least you're not, like, rushing people to conclusions. Fair enough. The orbital shutdown phenomena and the chaos that was created as a result have been a sobering reminder of just how dependent all of us are on ordnance in our daily life. Perhaps something similar may never happen again, but it is still a good opportunity to reflect on just how much we owe to ordnance and perhaps try to reduce our reliance on them. Politics. Crown Princess Claudia has been busy. Hey, who took a picture of us? That's crazy. As previously reported, Her Highness Princess Claudia is now this nation's crown princess. As a result, we will refer to her as such in all publications moving forward. Crown Princess Claudia wasted no time after assuming her position and meeting with Prince Olivier, he's Olivier, of the Ereborian Empire, and together they reconfirmed our two nations' relationships with one another. After discussions, they both boarded the Arcade together. It's widely expected that this meeting will contribute to ensuring further peaceful relations with Erebonia in the future. In addition, the pair plan to be both in attendance at the upcoming banquet to be held at Gransel Castle. We will bring you all the latest in due time. Closing thoughts. As you all know, our homeland of Liberl has fallen victim to a vast number of calamities over the past year. There was the coup d'etat, the bizarre changes in the Tetrasilic Towers, coming under the assault of an ancient dragon, our capital being attacked, and finally the Liberl Arc's appearance, as already discussed in this very issue. What you may not know, however, is that there is a group of young men and women who are involved in the resolution of all of these crises, and with their steel-like will and unyielding determination, leading them all to their conclusions. If not for them, these crises of fate may not have been resolved or taken a turn for the worse. I would like to take this opportunity to thank them for all they have done for us. Thank you. You are truly this nation's great hope. Alright, Niall. Is like Joshua reading this right now? Oh no, Niall's right there. Hope we get to be Niall. What's taking you so long, Dorothy? Get a move on or I'm gonna leave you behind. I just painted my nails. Wait for me. No time for waiting. If we take much longer, the banquet's going to start without us. We're talking a big celebration held by the Queen here. Being late isn't an option. But I'm so hungry. We're going to get food now. I can't walk another step. I have a horrible feeling I know what's going on here. You skipped lunch so you could eat more at the banquet, didn't you? I didn't even eat breakfast. I haven't had a single thing since yesterday. Going 30 hours without eating is making me feel all kinds of lightheaded. You're already airheaded enough. What the hell were you thinking? I can't move. Carry me. Hell no. Come on, we're going. Oh, Niall. A hero. There's no way we can miss an opportunity like this. There's gonna be Idios knows how many people, famous people rather, at an occasion like this. First on the agenda, snapping a photo of Her Highness and the Crown Princess, and then... Oh, he's not carrying her. He's dragging her. That's my guy. Huh? This actually isn't so bad. Wee! Gosh darn it, Dorothy. Why you do this? Hey, it's a really nice banquet at the Gransel Castle. This is nice, actually. At one point, this very capital was something that I missed because I was busy shenaniganing, but thanks to the efforts of everyone here and many others as well, all as well, rather. Oh, the Kapuas got invited too. This humble banquet is intended to be an occasion to celebrate that fact, as well as to honor all those who contributed to making it a reality. If you would, Claudia. Oi, but of course. All those who were invited to today's party contributed in one way or another to protecting the peace of Liberl by ending the perils we were faced. Whether it was extending a helping hand to those who were in need, or working to fight off the threats of the people, the threats that instilled fear into the hearts of the people. As this country's future monarch, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you very much. Holding this party is nothing compared to all that you have done, but... We just made it! Whew. We're finally here. Food, someone give me food. You interrupted the Crown Princess's speech. The hell are you doing? Eating can wait. You've got to take pictures. The Crown Princess's speech might be finishing soon. Huh. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, I do hope you all enjoy your time here all the same. I'm sure you are all busy men and women, burdened by a great many responsibilities and concerns. But today I would ask that you all cast those aside in order to rest, relax, and enjoy yourselves. The food here, on offer here rather, is some of the finest in all of the borough, so by all means partake until you can no more. And may the goddess bless this nation. Thanks, Duke. Hey, we did it! We did it! We did it! Hey! It just feels like a really we did it song. Chloe really is something else, huh? That's like the first time we're seeing Estelle this game, actually. I was just like, oh yeah, we're back to our main characters, and I was like, oh, I guess we're back to our main characters. There's a fly in here. I'm gonna get him sooner or later. I'm not sure I could dress super nice and get in front of crowds like this and just make a big speech like the way she did. Yes, she is, and she wasn't even feeling confident about how she'd do as a crown princess before. But from where I'm standing, my grass is green. From where I'm standing, she's doing just fine. Seeing her is making me kind of jealous, though. I wish I could pull off a fancy dress rather the way she does. Go ahead, Joshua. You got something to say, mister? Oh, it's nothing. You're just not all that girly most of the time, so it takes me by surprise when you suddenly are. What do you mean I'm not girly? Sure, lately we've been so busy getting Liberl back into shape that I haven't had time to get back home, but that doesn't mean I don't want to wear a pretty dress or something once in a while, you know? I know. Still, it really is surprising just how much you've grown, even in the past few weeks. I have? Well, it's pretty tough running up and down the country so much, but you've kept up with ease. And your judgments as a bracer are getting more spot on with every decision you make. Fancy dress or not, I think you're a pretty wonderful person, Estelle. Oh, Joshua. I don't know why, but it's weird having you pile on the compliments so much. But what can I say? I'm glad things seem to have finally calmed down a bit on the work the past few days, right? They've earned it tremendously. The capital might not be entirely the way it was, but it's getting there. And I think we can finally afford to take a breather. Yeah. Oh look! Oh, look at all that food. I thought you were talking about Annalise. But, oh yeah, look at this. This is a nice spread. The chefs and the chefs in the cast supposedly made the entire spread too. Are they actually having, this must be fruit juice. They're not allowed to drink. There's no way I'm missing out on this. I didn't get to enjoy the food back during the birthday festivities, so now's my time to pig out big time. Did you not? Oh yeah, we didn't really get to enjoy it. It was shenanigans going on. I'm gonna eat until I barf. Stay right there, Joshua. I'm gonna go scope out the goods. I just don't, am I gonna be Joshua instead? Maybe I'll be Joshua since this is his door. She might have grown in some areas, but she's still got a ways to go in others. Or maybe I will be Niall and Dorothy. I kinda hope so. Hey, look, how you doing, Joshua? Estelle's not here with you? She just wanted to go and get food a second ago, actually. Are you two here more for work than fun? Bingo, there aren't many occasions where many famous faces are gathered in one place. There was no way we could pass up the chance to come and score some interviews. Don't you think you're getting out? I guess they did help. A little bit. To be honest. More Dorothy than Niall? No. That's not true. Niall did his best and on occasions did give us some useful information. So, I will say more Niall than Dorothy. But Dorothy, in her ditzy ways, did give us certain bits of information like that picture of Joshua. I think she also ended up incidentally helping with the Blue Blanc ghost case. Regardless, we'll get back to it. So no going home until you've spoken to us, alright? Haha, alright. Great. Up next is the Crown Princess. Hop to it, Dorothy. I can't go on. I need something to eat. Let me have something to eat. Not until we're done. Questions to ask, photos to take. Why are you so mean? Why didn't you eat yesterday? Or rather, at all today. Her mistake. Ha, he's even more fired up than usual. I wonder how Estelle's doing. Oh no. So much for scoping out the food. I suppose there's a good chance as any. I owe a lot of people here I owe a lot to the people here on a personal level too. Maybe I should go around and thank them while I have the chance. Yeet. Okay. Oh, Colonel Richard is... I don't like that you're out here in the cut. I was out here like, oh my gosh, Colonel Richie! And then she's like, don't get too close to him. He's mine. But I'll talk to you first. Oh, I wasn't expecting to find you here. You and me both, Joshua. Still, thank you very much for your support during the attack on Gransel. It really did help us all. Oh, please. I only did what I did because it was of one of His Excellency's bail conditions. Make no mistake, I wouldn't have helped any of you worthless Drecks otherwise. You wouldn't think it would be so hard to accept a thank you. I presume your business here is finished? Then kindly be gone. You'll get His Excellency's way standing around here. Hey, what's up, Your Excellency? Hey, what's up, maid? Whew. There sure are a lot of guests lately. Primrose! Actually I remember her! By all means, help yourself to any of the food here. It'll taste much better while it's still hot. Excuse me. Have I already given you some food? Okay, goodbye, Primrose. Hello. You're able to make it, Richard? Thanks to Brigadier Bright's generosity, yes. I received an official pardon from Her Majesty from- You got a pardon? Pardon me, I think you should probably still be- You know what? I take that back. I was gonna say, pardon me, I think he should still be, in jail. However, like, thinking out loud, he was a victim of the society, too. He did some bad things, but he was brainwashed by the society as well. Some of his stuff were kind of his ideals, but they were tainted by the society. So yeah, you can't blame him. You can't. She is not brainwashed, though. She's crazy. Probably for foiling the Society's attack on Grancel, right? That's good news, I'm happy for you. I wish I could say the same, but I don't feel as though I deserve to be pardoned at all. Now the nation is at peace, I feel that the time I should be... now's the time, rather, I should be facing up to my crimes, not having them swept under the rug. I can't say I don't understand, but still. Nah, Joshua, please, you needn't look so concerned. I have no intention of refusing her Majesty's kindness or going against her will. I merely feel a strong desire to settle things with myself and fully intend to following through. That's all. Respect, man. Alright then. Thanks to Predator's rights and mercy, I was able to receive a full pardon for my actions, but I still feel as though I need to settle things with myself after what I did. Yeah, I feel you. That's the homies over here. Is anybody up here? No? Okay. Professor Russell, what's good? Oh, Joshua! It's been a long time since I last saw you. It's good to see you again too, Professor. I was gonna say... Joshua did see the professor on the ship, right? Yeah. But I guess I haven't had the chance to, like, talk. Although, speaking of the last time, I heard there's a plan in motion to pull up the Liberal Arcade from the lake and investigate it. You heard right. It'll be carried out in conjunction with the Royal Army. That's not to say it'll be easy, of course. Lake Valeria is fairly deep, so we can't start hauling bits of the city out all willy-nilly. We intend to work on making a map of the lake's bottom using sonar first. It's going to take quite some time as is. I wish it hadn't collapsed all of a sudden to begin with. If I had just one more hour, I could have taken a research sample too. Ah well, there's no point in lamenting what you can't do anything about. That line is kind of how I live. There is no point in lamenting about what you can't do anything about. I'll just have to make do with what I've got. This screenshot right here, that's kind of how I live. You two, what's good? So when are you coming? Hold on, I haven't eaten yet. Oh, Joshua. Hey man, making the rounds. I love to make rounds and rounds with my bicep curls. The Macho Man Angus Savage's back, oh yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Anything interesting going on with you? Sorta. Agus said he was gonna come over for dinner in Zasp a while back. So I was just asking him when he's free. Oh, that's right, so he did. When are you gonna get when we were getting off the RSA, right? I didn't really mean it though. It was just one of those things that you say in passing but don't give much thought to. I ain't exactly swimming in free time, you know, being a bracer's busy work. I'd like to go, sure, but I got no idea if I'll actually got the time to go. I'll cry. I've been looking forward to you coming ever since. Okay, let me think. Maybe at the end of the month that should be okay, right? I think that Friday is free, I think. Really? Hehe, is that a promise? Yeah, I guess. Good job. Tita took out a small notebook and started scribbling on it. This is the Friday. So what kind of dishes do you like? Oh, and she's scribbling these things. She's like a good baby sister. Any old set of groceries I can shove down my neck is fine. Nothing special at all? Well. I think I better leave them alone for a while. I wouldn't want to get in their way. Are you still Primrose? I still am. Have you gotten food? Have you eaten? No, I haven't, and maybe I won't. Hey, what's up, you? We're delighted to see you were able to attend the banquet tonight. Please do enjoy yourself. We're delighted to see that you enjoy yourself. Yes, please. Oh my gosh! Is that Mayor Maybell? Hey, forget you guardsmen, I don't care what you got. Mayor Maybell! Oh! I heard the academy was actually occupied by armed assailants at one point. I was ever so worried when I heard the news. That's all you gotta say, that's unfortunate. Oh, you needn't worry about us. The academy suffered no damage as a result of what happened. It was certainly a shock to the students, but they were all back to their usual cheery selves now. It's a pleasure to see you again, Joshua. Lila! You too, Lila. Have you been well? I have, thank you. Although I wish I could say the same for the mayor. She collapsed from overworking herself the other day. I guess he didn't know about that either, now that I think about it. As such, I have had no choice but to force her to take some time off work. That bad? I'm afraid so. She was finally able to rest and recover enough to my satisfaction, thankfully, so now she has returned to her duties. I assure you that she is in good hands. My girl, Lila. Hey, invite me to the wedding, you two. Anything else? Left unattended, Mayor Maybell would likely work herself into the grave, so it falls onto me, rather, to make sure that she rests when necessary. You also should rest when necessary, actually. I digress. I'm determined to make sure she takes a good long rest after things have settled down in Boss. I assure you she's in good hands. I know she is. Okay, so y'all don't have anything else to say. That's fine. I do hope we get more Mayor Maybell in one of these doors, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't. Is that Murdoch? It is! Oh, it's finally over. It just goes to show that if we endure, the goddess will eventually extend her hand of salvation to us all. That's reassuring to know. Poor Mr. Murdoch. Do you need something to drink, sir? We have plenty available, alcoholic or otherwise. Can I get a... Okay, you got nothing else to say. I'm afraid we still have a lot of work to do on our plate. The Ornament factories under the ZFG are operating at less than 28% of their full capacity. Then we still need to finish rebuilding the capital systems, work on overhauling the Arce. My workload's not looking any lighter anytime soon. No, I don't want any... Get out of here. Just want to make sure he's got nothing else to say. Are you the Mayor Klaus? You are! Oh, Joshua, it's been quite some time since I last saw you. Oh, Merry Christmas to you, Joshua. It has. I didn't know you were here, Mayor Klaus. The mayors of each of the cities were invited, I believe. I'm not sure why, when I didn't do anything all that much to contribute, but I decided to attend nonetheless. That's not true. I heard the food supplies that were delivered to Boss and Grantsel were done so on your orders. That was particularly well received, and we all know how dire things were at the time. You've got as much right to be here, for being thanked rather, for your efforts as anyone else. It was? Well, that's certainly a relief to hear. Thank you very much for letting me know, Joshua. It's a relief to know I was able to contribute in some way after all. That said, I do come back to Roland to visit, Joshua. I'm sure everyone would be overjoyed to see how you're doing. Didn't we bring him back to Roland? We did. We brought him back. We certainly did. Hey. This is some party, isn't it, Mayor Norman? I don't think you'll find a banquet with a guest list quite like this anyway. I used to be a businessman, so I've been... Alright, Mayor Norman. He was the one who was elected. I've been to my fair share of occasions like this, but I've never had anything to do with, I've never been to any with this so many... There's famous people here. I used to be... Yeah, okay, same thing. Oh, it's he's not Major Said. He's not Lieutenant... did he get a promotion at the end of the last game? No, at the start of this game. So I think he is still Lieutenant Sid here. Lieutenant Colonel Sid, yes. Greetings, Joshua. I would like to take this chance to thank you again for all your team did to thwart Ouroboros' schemes and return to peace. Liberal to peace, rather. The debt of gratitude we owe is beyond measure. Please, no, he's absolutely not exaggerating, actually. We might have been the ones who entered the Liberal Arc, but we wouldn't have had a chance of success if we were on our own. It was only because of you, Richard, Kurt, and the others fighting on the ground that we were able to succeed. We could actually say the same of you, though, although it is true that none of us could have brought peace alone. Still, I've been waiting for the chance to thank you personally for all that you did. The faith we had in you to see your work through to the end was just what we needed to fight. I'm not usually one for praying, but even I found myself looking to the goddess when the Liberal Arc started to collapse. I'm so relieved you all came back to us unharmed. Oh, man. He was like, they're up there. Please let them be safe. We almost weren't. Then Cassius and a dragon saved us. Pretty dope, Folka, is there enough food here available for you? If there's anything you want more of, please feel free to let me know. I love Folka. That's my guy. You're General Morgan. Oh, it's you. I've heard you've been lending a hand with the restoration's efforts in addition to all you did with the Liberal Arc. You have my thanks. You're quite welcome, sir. I wasn't expecting him to thank me. I wonder if something happened. Oh, yeah! You haven't seen him since all this went down, I guess. The Braces Guild has helped us a number of times in a number of ways. You have my thanks. Alright, you're not Primrose, right? No, you're the other one. Who's down here? Oh, hello! Look at- oh no, actually not oh hello. She's about to slaughter you. Y'all are all alone in here with a bunch of drinks? Oh, here it goes. Cassius Bright! I was wondering where you were. Hey, what's up, Dad? Ah, Joshua. I'm surprised to see you here, Dad, and he just calls him Dad. My guy. I thought you said over the phone you wouldn't be able to attend because you were so swamped. Oh, swamped is an understatement. Transporting goods needed to get the country back in order, making sure every area has utilities it needs. I'm drowning in work. It's going to take a while longer before we can say Liberl is back to normal too, I fear. Come to think of it, Estelle and I certainly didn't expect to find soldiers even in Liberl's smaller villages, so it threw us off to see as much while we were helping out where we could. Doesn't come as a surprise if you're the only one responsible, though. If you're the one responsible, though, rather. It should go a long way towards helping the people feel at ease. It's times like these when we've got to do all we can for one another, and the army's no different. With Ereboni and Calvard's internal political situations a mystery to us, I've skipped whatever he had to say. Still, no matter how busy a man is, everyone needs to kick back in a while. So make sure you do make the most of tonight, Joshua. I think you need to kick back more than I do, Dad. Estelle's been pretty worried about you too, you know. Ha, there's no need to worry about me. I'm hanging in there. I'm Cassius Bright, rehabilitator of rehabilitators. In fact, I'd say I'm taking it too easy. Too easy. Don't worry about me. In fact, I'm taking it easy while passing along the tough jobs to you guys. That is true. Actually, to be fair. Hey, what's up, you two? Y'all on a lovely alcohol date? Olivier, are you sober? You two look comfortable. Oh, if it isn't Joshua, care to join us for a few drinks? Haha, don't be shy now. Oh, he's not plastered yet. That's crazy. The night is only just beginning, but I want to see those exquisite amber eyes of yours swim before it comes to a close. I'm good, thanks. Oh, come on. We're at a celebratory banquet here. Don't be such a spoil sport. Oh, I know. Why don't we have a few drinks to celebrate becoming a senior bracer at the same time? It feels like it was ages ago, but we never did get to celebrate your promotion, only Estelle's. Oh, yeah! She got promoted and Joshua kind of just disappeared, but very clearly he's a senior bracer now, yeah. Say, Shara. About Luciola. Haha. Joshua, didn't I just say don't be a spoil sport, right? What are you getting all worried about her for? You really needn't be. Shara's right, especially not now. We all have our concerns and worries after what happened over the past few weeks and months, but this is not the time to be thinking about them. This is the time to be merry and drown and fine drank from sunset to sunrise. Right. I don't think there's ever a time to for not making merry as far as you're concerned, rather. He's got a point, though. Oh, and while I've got the chance to say this to you, no more going off here on your own, you hear? You have no idea how worried Estelle was after you would last disappear. I could barely bring myself to watch her. I even had to slap her real good. She did, I remember that. She was like, I won't. I've got no intention of doing anything like that again. I'm fine now. Well, if you say so. That docile expression of yours is so adorable, Joshua. He's wasted now. It just kicked in. He's got the buzz now. Don't go showing off that face too much tonight, all right? Shara. Feels like no amount of alcohol is enough to get me drunk lately. I don't know what's up with me. On the positive side, though, maybe now I can actually beat Ina in a drinking contest. Trust her to find a positive in that. Olivier, is it okay that you're here in Liberl? I would have thought that you'd be needed back in the Empire. Oops, I accidentally lowered the volume for myself. Well, I will go back. Eventually. For now, however, I intend to savor the lingering feelings of this whirlwind of a ride. Remaining behind afforded me the chance to attend this wonderful party to boot. As you can see, my fine instincts have yet to fail me. Incidentally, Shara, while you'll forgive me if this is just my imagination, are you not drinking a little too quickly? Gulp. You're starting to scare me a little. Oh my gosh. No, not that. You. Anyway, it's about time I seriously started thinking about returning to rolling, huh? Ha! Maybe I finally got what it takes to beat Aina in a drinking contest too. Okay, so y'all are done. Cassius was here. We talked to all of them. Sky Bandits are over there. Let's talk to... Oh! The Calvard crew's over here. Oh, Claudia's here! And the Queen! I kinda wanna talk to the Queen first. Good evening, Your Majesty. Thank you very much for inviting me today. Oh, not at all. I'm pleased to see you've come. I've been eagerly awaiting the day where we can meet again. I hear you and Estelle have been traveling, helping with the restoration efforts. That's correct. We wanted to see how things were across the kingdom with our own eyes. I'm glad we did too, because now I can finally breathe a sigh of relief. People really are strong. That they are. I've been queen for over 40 years, and strength of liberal citizens continues to amaze me to this day. There are plenty who would like to credit either my abilities as a ruler or orbital technology for this tiny nation's good fortune. But we would be nothing without its people. I wasn't the one who allowed us to overcome the recent crises or the war 10 years ago, neither was orbital technology. No, I believe it's the will of people to live. That's what I believe supports our country both then and now, and forever. People's will to live? Indeed. You were gracious enough to call this country your second home, Joshua. From now on, your will to live will be another great support for this nation. As its queen, that makes me happier than you can imagine. Thank you, Your Majesty. Your words mean a lot. My apologies, I didn't intend to become such a serious discussion, rather. I would much prefer tonight to be a night of, a night all of this banquet's guests can enjoy rather than one for serious issues. Please do try to enjoy your time here. What's up, Claude? What? You'd like me to give a comment? Oh, let's see. Looks like she's being interviewed at the moment. I should leave her be for now. What if I don't want to leave her be? What, you'd like me to give a comment? Well, let's see. If you would, Your Highness, a comment in the celebration of the fact that the crisis is past now. Nothing too formal, alright? I prefer you just say something bright and cheery nature. Okay, fantastic. Oh, Sorella? I don't know if I remember her, but our homie, the head maid, is right there. And the maid that I think helped us dress up. So they will have some fancy things to say to Joshua, probably. Now that everything's back to normal, it feels like all that happened that day was some sort of dream. I'd certainly rather believe it was, seeing the castle gates fall and those scary people charging through was like a nightmare. I thought I was going to faint at the sight of it all. Now that everything's back to normal, it feels like all that happened... Okay, so you're saying the same thing. Pretty much. You. Oh, Shay is what her name was. You always come back to the castle. You're always welcome to come back to the castle anytime. I'd be more than happy to help you get all dolled up for the occasion, too. I knew it! I knew it, Shay! I'm never wearing a maid outfit again, just so you know. You're always welcome to come back. I'll always help you get dolled up. Hey, what's up, Hilda? Why, hello, Joshua. Tonight's party is hosted by Her Majesty in all her grace. So I do hope you enjoy yourself. Alright, Hilda, I was hoping for a little bit more from you, but I'm glad we got what I wanted from Shay. Zen, what's good? And the Calvard, person who was at the Calvard embassy. How is it going, Joshua? Hello, Zen. Thanks again for all the help that you've been given the restoration efforts. I don't know what we'd have done without you. Ahaha, think nothing of it. It's all part of being a bracer, really. Can't say how much longer I'll be able to lend a hand, though. Gotta pack it up and head back home at some point. I was gonna say, he's been here for a long time. The political situation isn't exactly stable over there, you see. Was that why Kilika wasn't able to make it then? Yeah, the guild's receptionists are basically chained to their seats at the moment. Fair enough, huh? Although, to be honest, I can't picture her getting all dressed up and coming to a party like this anyway. You're not dressed up. You're wearing your same stuff. Huh? Okay, so you said the same thing. I assume it's the same. No, it's not. It's nice to be able to attend a banquet like this. It truly drives home the point that this nation is back at peace again. The trouble regarding the Liberal Arc and subsequent restoration efforts have really shown me anew how capable a ruler Queen Alicia is. She's handled all of that, all this happened impeccably. If all this happened to the Republic, it would have been resolved. It wouldn't have been resolved anywhere nearly as smoothly, let me tell you. Speaking of the Republic, the Parliament is still very much in confusion over the orbital shutdown phenomena, to say nothing of the steam tanks of Erebonia's. It's going to be quite a while before those things settle down there too, I'd wager. That's very interesting. Oh hey! Enjoying a drink together, you two? I see you. Go ahead, what's up? Oi, if it isn't Joshua. I was just discussing the aftermath of the crisis here with the Major Vander. Fortunately, the Liberal Arc's collapse caused little damage, direct damage by itself. That might not have been the case if there were any ships in the lake at the time, but in part to the orbital shutdown phenomenon, none were. The tsunami afterwards was quite small too. I'd say we were rather fortunate. Estelle and I were able to see as much when we went to travel around the lake shore. Few people were watching the city collapse. The few people who were watching the city collapse were caught up in it, and a small number of fishermen were splashed with water, but that's about it. Indeed, if anything, the much greater problem was the confusion that came about as a result of losing orbital power. Liberl is, after all, one of the most advanced nations on the continent when it comes to orbital technology. Ordinarily, that would be one of our greatest strengths, but in this case, it worked against us. The crisis is now past, but that doesn't mean our work is done. We still have plenty ahead of us to take care of. Very nice. Liberl's abundance of orbital technology ended up working against us this time, regrettably. The crisis is now past, but that doesn't mean our work is done. We still have plenty ahead of us to take care of. Okay. And Major Vander? Who's behind us? I know the Duke, but who's the Duke talking to? Like, all these sprites look familiar except for him. Regardless, the confusion created on Erebonia's southern edge as a result of the orbital shutdown phenomena calmed itself down rather quickly. But over in Erebonia, no more is being reported about the city other than a mysterious floating object. Either the central government rather is still in confusion, or that's why it isn't releasing any more information, or they don't want you to know. Because we do know that some parts of the government were involved with the society. That's why they had all those steam tanks. Regardless, here we go. Ah, just the man, just the man. Pardon? Oh! I feel like the back of his sprite doesn't really look like him. Maybe it's because it's darker in this setting and his hair is a little darker. This is the ambassador from Erebonia. Regardless. Oh. Is this the boy you were speaking of earlier? That's correct, this is Joshua. I was just telling the ambassador here about your various accomplishments, Joshua. It's an honor to finally meet you. I'm the resident Erebonian ambassador here in Liberl. It's nice to meet you. The tale of how you flew up on that floating city, all while it may be the last thing you did, brought tears to my eyes. How were you able to participate in an operation that may have brought you death? Casting aside even your girlfriend's objections, I don't know. But I do know this, Liberl needs more young men and women like you. Thank you for saying so, sir. Just what has the Duke been telling him? Oh my gosh. It should go without saying how touched I am to see such spirits from our youth today. You are truly Liberl's greatest treasures. Yeah, I was gonna say, that's all you have to say. You? But all was well that ended well, for by miraculous chance, those two were able to reunite. Okay, well, thank you for... Hey, my guy, Alfred, Philip, that's your name. Good evening to you. Thank you so much for making time to attend tonight's banquet. Oh, not at all. How are you feeling now after having some time to recover, Philip? Right, that's right. Philip walked in and he was like, I'm about to smash the match. Well, I forgot, man. Philip, he can still go. That's my guy. I'm feeling quite well. You're too kind. I do believe I may have overexerted myself. That's how things are once you reach a certain age, but I find myself wondering whether I had been able to do more if I were 30 years younger, but I suppose there's little point in doing so. I wonder what he looked like 30 years ago. Nope. Sorry, Philip, I just can't picture it. The Duke has been a much more positive, forward-thinking man since that day. The fact alone makes all I did feel worthwhile. Maybe it was Philip springing into action that helped the Duke do his dukely things, I guess. Although, I guess the Duke was also in danger at that point. Maybe it's a combination of things. I digress. A huge weight has been lifted from my shoulders watching him now. Hey, what's up, D? Miss Maid, I need some food. Niall told me not to move on my own, so I'm stuck here. I haven't gotten any food. I guess I'll just fill up myself with liquids instead. Oh, she's gonna get plastered. If she drinks all this alcohol, she's doomed. On an empty stomach? Oh, no, we don't need a drunk Dorothy. Someone get her something. Someone get her something to eat. Kevin, what's good? Kevin? Wasn't expecting to see you still in Liberal. Oh, sup? You were invited too? Huh, makes sense. So, having fun? You better be. Take it from me. If you don't make the most of these times and eat your heart out rather, you're gonna regret it later. Thank you very much for all you did for me, Kevin. If you hadn't come to Liberal when you did, hey, don't sweat it. Not like I did anything special. No, you did the thing. Glad to see all the side effects look about gone too. You're looking spiffy these days, Joshua. So yeah, just forget about owing me or whatever. It's all in the past now. I'm not sure if I should ask you this, but are you Joshua? I'm not gonna be in Liberal for much longer, so this might be the last time we meet for a while. But I hope we'll get the chance to see each other again one day. Yeah, I hope so too. Damn, this sirloin steak's like a little piece of heaven in my mouth. I wish I could take a lifetime supply with me back home. Huh. Are you all the hey, what's up, homies? I love the Kapuas, they're my homies. What's up? Kyle, Dawn? Hey, Joshua. Didn't expect to see you guys here. You were invited then? Sure was. An invitation just showed up out of nowhere. You can imagine our surprise when we saw the thing. No, we were returning down some high-class grub though, so we hurried on over. Haha, that's very like you. Not gonna deny it. That aside, thanks to Her Majesty pardoning us, we're now free to walk around in the public. Feels like we should start thinking about how to make a good, honest living for ourselves. So this is before they went and started the Kapua delivery service. That's not the first time you've said that. Something about wanting to start up a courier service, right? Well, maybe, but that's not the only thing we could try out. Whatever we settle on, it should involve flying the skies. That's how we've lived so far, and I don't want to change now. I do love the Kapuas. Hello! I want to talk to the mate. Still, the best thing about starting up a company is that we'd be able to employ all the guys who worked under us while we were Sky Bandits. I mean, I ain't saying it's going to be easy, we don't have any funding, and we don't know if we'll even be profitable once things start up and running. Still, fair enough, huh? Starting a business is scary, but you gotta believe in it. You're not gonna hear me say no. All this complicated financial stuff goes right over my head, so just don't count on me there. That might even be right up Josette's alley. Well, let's go ask her in a second. Right, next up I need to give that guest their drink. What did I need to do after that? Panorama. Kurt! What's up, Kurt? Greetings, Joshua. You've done some fine work over the past couple of weeks. The damage reports on Liberal, the regions of Liberal you've been providing have proved invaluable in allocating personnel. I really can't thank you enough. Oh, you needn't thank me. It's Big J. I'm handsome. By the way, Kurt, I feel like I need to say something regarding my Bracer's badge. As you probably know, what power I have was given to me by the Society. Before becoming a Bracer, I used it to commit many unforgivable crimes too. No matter how much I think about it, I just can't see how someone like myself is fit to call himself a Bracer. You know, Joshua, I've always seen power as an imperfect concept. That's why I believe people are able to use it. Am I wrong? No, I suppose not. then what difference is there between us? We are both keenly aware of our flaws, and yet we both use what limited power we have to do what we believe is right. I see no difference. Well, I can't argue with that logic. I still can't pretend to be completely confident in myself, though. Be that as it may, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You should continue striving to overcome it. And while this is but my personal opinion, I'd say you're a model bracer. What's good, Kurt? I'm still feeling keenly, these days with how much I need to improve myself. Oh yeah, you've been gotten twice. You got twice, let's be honest. I'd love to go on some kind of intensive training program, but that hardly seems, it hardly seems the time for it. Perhaps I'll bring up the matter with Elnon once things have calmed down a little. Were you? Elnon? Okay, so let's talk. The last time you saw me, I was somewhere in here. I had a power outage, and that footage is gone. So we have lost about an hour of progress, which isn't the worst thing in the world, because I think we can quickly, we're through some of the, I wish I had a lot of my reaction to, my pure reaction to some of the things that happened in this banquet, but we're gonna go through it just so, because I very much enjoyed the rest of this banquet, so we need to experience it together. So I'm gonna re-go through this. This is also a test recording. I've switched audio, video format, so if there is ever a random power outage again, I won't lose any footage. So we haven't really had an outage in a long time, and it's not even raining. The lights just went out, and I was like, huh? So we'll see how this recording format works. So first of all, if it's trash, then why do this a third time? If it's not, then we'll see. For right now, though, I do need to go back here. It's just I made so many saves here that I'm trying to figure out which one is the best. I think I talked to the two of them. Let me pull up my actual recording of the first part. Luckily, I'm still, a save maniac, so I was like, oh, let's go through here real quick. I talked to you. I did talk to them. I think I'm just at... Fair enough. I can't argue with that logic. I still can't pretend to be completely confident. I think I just need to talk to the people in the front. Be that as it may. Yeah. Okay, no, we're actually doing good progress. I'll also do a short little thing of the gold and silver roads, just of the things, what it means, per se, and then also just like the little, I guess, scenes that, there's not too many scenes that we missed, actually. When it perished, right in the middle of the boss fight, which is kind of funny. There's a boss fight for, look, you don't understand, some of you understand, because you played the game. If you haven't played the game, we're about to go back a little bit. That was talking to the Kapuas. This is talking to Karna, so I think we're actually closer to here. Maybe we're closer to... I'll go here. I know we've talked to them. We've talked to Kurt. And we just started talking to Elnon. I need to see if I talked to these two. I did not. Not on this account. Or rather on this save. So let's go ahead and finish talking to them real quick. I need to double check that I make sure, yep. Because his conversation was neat, so you've had my reaction to that. Elnon, I think we're just at Elnon and the party here. So let's start with Elnon. It's good to see you, Elnon. I heard that you're the Bracer Guild's representative today, is that true? Indeed. So, what I did the last time was, I still don't trust Elnon's face, and seeing it again, I still don't trust him. Elnon? That's the Grandmaster of the Ouroboros. Quote me on it. All the other receptionists are busy today. I was the only one able to attend. That's too bad. Isn't it, though? That would have been a fine time for us to exchange information. Oh well, there's always tomorrow, as they say. He has no extra dialogue for me. Going through this again, now I do know that there's a lot of places with no extra dialogue. Well, I didn't know Josette was from the nobility. I always pictured Erebonian nobles being stuffy and scary. Hee but maybe there's cute ones mixed in there too. Grant? Haha, after all though, I will be real, I forgot who Grant was, when I did this the first time. I stared at him and I was like, who is this woman? And I was like, oh, it's Grant. After all the work we've been doing lately, it's great to be able to come to a swanky place like this and put our feet up. Food's pretty good too, munch. And he had nothing extra for me. Pardon me. And then Karna. How you doing? I swear it's like watching two children squabble. It's great that we're peaceful again and all, but I think these two are taking things a little too easy. And I'm going to talk to these two and check how this little bit of the recording comes out. And if it comes out good, we're gonna start recording in this format. It shouldn't be any change to you, but it might be a slight change to me in editing. And that's just what I want to check. You two, talk it up. Ha, I figured that'd be the case. And looks like I'm the most fit to be at this party after all, because I've been to plenty of high society gatherings with poofy dresses. Hey, don't make it sound like I've never worn a dress before, because I have for your information. But I don't need to go around and convince everyone that I'm not some boy unlike some people I can name. Try saying I look like a boy again and see what happens. Look, you two, I appreciate that you have your differences, but we're kind of in a really public, really high-class place, so could you please take this fight somewhere else? Shut up, Joshua! Why is my boy catching this kind of flack? Wow, sorry. Ha, okay, then have it your way. How about you and me settle this with an honorable duel? Think you can handle it? She's gonna whoop you. Ha, damn right I can. You're on. Just don't cry when you realize you can't actually beat me, though. Yikes. So that is actually talking to everybody. I don't need to save, but I am gonna split here to see how this track records. So be right. Okay, we are golden. That records fine. It still has all the audio tracks, and they are all still good. So that'll probably, you know, I will continue testing it. Just with this series, all of Fire Emblem is probably going to be recorded, and that's going to be like the true test. With the new format, still exporting the same format, so that shouldn't matter. And the thing is, I was like, I didn't turn it on yet because the hybrid MP4 output was just, you know, it was admittedly in beta. But I guess we're gonna be a beta tester because, you know, I'm surprised that happened. Joshua, he's walking out saying, I think that's about everyone now. There were a few people I didn't get to talk to, so hopefully I can make another round of the party once they're free. Niall! Oh, here we go. Come on, Dorothy. We're talking to the military guys next. Come on, woman, we haven't got all day. Poor D. Niall, I don't feel too good. My stomach feels like a giant bottle of water. That's what happens when you drink too much in a short period of time, you idiot. Nah, never mind that. We've got work to do. Okay. I kind of feel bad for her. A little bit. Oi, Joshua. I'd like to point out that the first time I did this, I did say, Oi, Joshua. Because, you know, I felt in my heart that it was Chloe. Hey, Chloe, finally got a bit of a break. It must have been exhausting to do one interview after another. Oh, well. Hehe, I suppose it is a little. Not bad, though. I've had to do a lot more of them ever since becoming a crown princess, and I'm starting to get used to them. I can believe it, rather. It feels like I've been seeing your face in all kinds of papers and magazines lately. I think anyone would learn to adjust after a while. Ah, well, you know. Probably won't be too long before it starts to die down, so just hang in there. All you can really do is grin and bear it until then, unfortunately. Yes, I know. That's exactly what I intend to do, too. I swore to myself that I would do all that I could to help protect this country's people. Accepting a few interviews here and there is the easy part. Well, if you say so. Huh, you really are strong. I'm not so sure about that. I feel as though I'm doubting myself a lot of the time, rather. Like I have been keeping myself out of my comfort zone. Keep pushing myself out of my comfort zone, feeling reckless with every push. Maybe so. Still, that doesn't change the fact that you're strong, not to me anyway. I remember the strength you showed trying to protect Clem when we first met, too. Thank you. I nearly forgot about that. Good old Clem. I forgot about Clem, too. I did not forget about Clem, actually. Clem and the boys and the girls, the orphans. And the mother? Mother? Princess Claudia says, maybe now would be the best time after all. Something on your mind, Chloe? Could I have a little bit of your time, Joshua? I've got something I want to say to you. Sure? Okay. Well, this way then. Huh. Is it just me, or does she seem kind of bothered by something? Where's Estelle right now, anyway? Oh my gosh, Estelle. Chomp, munch. Munch, chew. I've got stomachs to spare. Oh, she's picking up the pace now. This is good. This could get interesting. Whose side are you on anyway? I love Josette. I really do. Guess I can just leave her as she is for now. She seems pretty, occupied. We're gonna head out. I should go and see what the princess wants. Have I done something to make her angry, though? I don't feel like I have. Joshua, if only you knew. I had a gut feeling the first time I saw this, but I didn't expect her to, you know what? For the benefit of those who don't know what's about to happen, I unfortunately know what's about to happen. Fortunately, actually, but we will continue. So, Chloe? What was it that you wanted to tell me? Look, if I've done something to offend you, I'm sorry. Alright? I love you, Joshua. And she just said that. She just like, hey, Joshua, I love you. What? Here I am, smiling my pretty smile. And now my serious gaze. Well. And now I close my eyes and accept whichever you must say. I'm sorry. I'm happy you feel that way, but... Hee. Don't worry, I knew exactly how you were going to respond before I said anything. I just felt I had to get that out before I could really start moving on. The sky sure is beautiful tonight, isn't it? How long have you, well, felt that way? Say, Joshua, if you had met me before Estelle, do you think you would have, well... No. And I agree with this. I feel like Estelle was just special. I'm not sure if Chloe would have been able to connect with... Well, I don't know. No, I don't think so. I'm not sure if Chloe would have been able to connect quite that well with Joshua. Because Joshua was stubborn, but, like, I think that is what it took. I'm pretty sure that never would have happened. Sorry. I told you, don't worry. I can't deny that there's a part of me that wants to keep you all to myself. But, even if that were possible, I don't think it's what I truly wanted. Because when it comes down to it, I really love you and Estelle, both of you. I'll keep you trapped in a dungeon and I'll come visit you every Tuesday, Thursday when I'm not so busy with my princess duties. That's partly why I wanted to see that troubled face of yours one last time. Oh man. It was worth the effort to bring it out too. That was probably the best expression I've seen to date. Hey, you can be kind of a bully sometimes, you know that? Man, I love these two. That feels, maybe, this just feels like the most fun I've had in some time. Chloe, you dastardly soul. So, what's on your mind, Joshua? What? Hey, I can tell when you're worried about something. My instincts are quite sharp, so I'd like to believe, besides, I was watching you the whole time when I was handling that interview. You had my eye. I really do love you, Joshua. Oh, how exactly am I supposed to take that? That wasn't supposed to come out. Still, you're hiding something, aren't you? You're planning on doing something all on your own again, aren't you? Ain't you? Your instincts are sharp, alright. Estelle surprising me from time to time, too, but you're definitely up there. Well, that's just how us girls are. So come on, tell me what's troubling you. It's nothing major, really. It's kind of major. I intend to leave Laburo by the end of the month. But why? The country's finally at peace now. That's exactly why I think now's the right time. Ouroboros seems to have completely withdrawn from the country and restoration efforts are coming along smoothly. So maybe it's about time to leave on a journey of my own. It's taken me a long time to get this far, but I've finally been able to start thinking of myself as a person and not some sort of broken doll. I was finally able to achieve the very thing I wanted for, everyone wanted for me. And that's been both a good thing. I've never actually noticed, it's a very slow zoom that's going on here. Both a good thing and a bad thing. Good in that I finally feel human, bad in that my heart's been aching in a way that it never did before. Broken dolls can easily look away from all the terrible things that they've done. But I can't do that anymore. Oh, that's why I need to go on this journey around the continent. So I can work towards atoning for all that I've done. So I can start embracing the person I am now, in the truest sense of the word. I see. But if you do that, that means you won't be able to see Estelle for a while. Yeah, I know. It might not even be for a while, it could be a long time. I'm still not sure how to break that to her either. That's the part that's on my mind right now. You've still got a lot of growing up to do, young man. Huh? Yo, Joshua's dumb-faced like, huh? Stupid boy. If you ask me, you should just tell her in the way that comes naturally to you. If you don't have to rather write some big speech in your head in advance. Speak to her from your heart. You believe in her, don't you? No matter how you phrase it, she'll understand. All you have to do is get those words out there. You owe her that much if you love her. You know that, right? Yeah, I do. I really am hopeless, aren't I? You shouldn't have to tell me something that obvious. You wouldn't be you if I didn't have to tell you. Plus, that's kind of part of the why. That kind of thing rather is part of why I love you too. Blushing. Please stop teasing me. I can't help it. I have to do it. I'm a princess. I rule the country. I have to have my fun somewhere. Now's you. Just remember, it'll be okay. If anyone knows you, it's Estelle. Although, if you ask me, she'll want to come with Joshua. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Look at these. They're Josette's goggles. I missed Estelle's smug face so much. I really have. I took them from her as spoils of war. War games. I'm glad you were having fun, Estelle. Just make sure to give those back to Josette later, okay? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Tune in to next week's issue to find out. Wait, hold on. Chloe? Hehe, I'm stealing your man, but you can have him back, huh? I suppose about time I return to the banquet now. You can I was serious, you can have him back now. I just wanted him for 5 minutes, huh? Sure. Hey, Chloe? So, I'm not sure how to best put this either, but thanks. I'm glad I was able to talk to you like this. Huh? Really, I am. Those amber eyes, man. Oh, you're very welcome. Well, then I wish you both a very pleasant night. Huh? She's going to her room and she's about to fangirl like crazy. He's so dreamy. Oh my. The heck? So Joshua, what did you two, talk about? Oh, nothing much. She just gave me a bit of much needed motivation. Oh, really? That sure clears things up. It's been 5 years and Estelle has believed in me for every single one. And I believe in her too. No it doesn't! What motivation? Estelle? I've got something I need to tell you. Oh my gosh. Is he gonna leave me for Chloe? No, he wouldn't do that. I'm all ears. What's up? Look at that. She went from panic mode to just like, alright, we need to talk? Let me know. I'm here for you. Well, you see. At a missile? I guess peace is over. Rest in peace, Gransel Castle. Never mind. It's fireworks, baby. Wham, bam, bop. Wow, fireworks, they're so pretty. There's so many of them, too. I guess they would plan fireworks for, you know, all of these important people coming together. Although I would have freaked out, like, oh my gosh, we're under attack. Although an attack under the guise of fireworks is probably brilliant. You see Estelle. And there she is. Incredible. Okay. There's all that. So, in between then and now, I feel like I should just like redo what I was doing. What kind of saves do I have? Is there a load option here? Yes. That's all there. I don't want to come here. I want to go back down there because there's some dialogue there that I would like to get, and then I'll walk into there. So let's just walk and talk this way. I'm not fighting through the entire Golden Gate again, or Golden Side again, but you'll see what that entails. It's through here, down here, down here, down here. Go in, thank you. Down the elevator. Yep. There are no enemies down here. In retrospect, we didn't miss too much in the hour that I lost, but we are gonna miss out on a whole bunch of fights. And I don't know if I want to make up for that by doing the silver route. I kind of wanted to do it this episode, but it was already getting kind of long. But now that it's not getting kind of long, maybe we will do both routes this episode. This is where I missed that thing. No, it's up here. This is where I missed it. Walked right past it into the boss fight. Walk through here. And say your pieces. Well, this should take us to the third plane. Funny how this warp ended up being in the exact same spot to seal the exact same spot the device to seal the Oriole is in the real world. Device? Are you referring to the first barrier? This is actually important dialogue. A lot of important little bits are... Not a lot, but there's a couple of important little bits here. Are you referring to the first barrier mentioned in that report? Yeah, the one designed to temporarily freeze it in another dimensional space. Although, unfortunately for the guys who pulled it off, it looks like it wasn't enough to stop the Gospels from being able to influence it. I see. We still don't know what happened to the Oriole either. There seems to be many who think the liberal arc collapsing means the Oriole itself is no more too, but that's possible, I suppose. All we really know is, judging by how shaken Wiseman was, something unexpected happened. Beyond that, nothing. I fear that Wiseman may be the only one who knows the truth about exactly what happened, although I don't have the faintest idea where he could be now or what he's doing there. What? But the report said quite clearly that no one in the church is sure what happened to him either. It's still being looked into. Still, I think it's fairly safe that Wiseman isn't involved in what's happening right here. If he were, I'm sure he'd only be openly reveling every second of this. You know, you all know what kind of guy he is. That's true. He doesn't really have anything to gain by wearing a mask like that, I suppose. That's true. We got too many unanswered. Yeah, she's realizing, oh, they don't know that you murdered him. We've got way too many unanswered questions at this point. All we can do is keep looking for answers. The less we know, the more we have to be on guard, though, so we best be careful. Right, Reese? I suppose so. Okay, so that's the little dialogue that we missed there. And I think all the rest of the dialogue that we missed, there's like there's one bit inside of the golden route before the boss fight that I want to see if I can get real quick. And I want to like stand and just look at things on, just some things that I like sat down. Not a good chunk of that hour, but maybe 15 minutes of that hour was me looking at ornaments and actually realizing things. So I want to talk a little bit and brief about that. Where are we now? Something similar to the Jade Corridor by the looks of it. Kevin, over there. The gold and silver roads. Look at all those mirrors. A gold and silver gate? Well, this is foreboding. Again? Rubik's Cube, would you please turn off? There's a woman inside this Rubik's Cube? I'm sorry. Oh. The ghost we saw in... Nope. The ghost we saw in... the ghost we saw in Gransu. Visitors from afar. Bearers of the cube. The Grail emblem. We're playing Fire Emblem now? Can you hear me? Santa, can you hear me? Yeah, we can. Before you stands the entrances to twin corridors. Proceed through them, both in sync, or never shall you reach the dark depths beyond. Dark depths. I entrust their operation to the monument before you. Step forth into the corridors, the powers of the Grail with you, and move onward. But beware. Once you have stepped through the doors, the trial must be completed. Oh. Well, that's one question answered. The voice we've been hearing all this time was hers. Although now the question is, who is she anyway? And that's something I thought about. Not Claudia. She's Chloe. Let's be real. Has like that one brief moment of ... as if she may know something. I'm not sure. Whoever she is, she gave us some valuable advice on how to proceed. Step forth into the corridors. Like, that almost felt very meaningful. The power of the Grail with you and move onward. And I say we take her up on that advice. Moving in sync means we're gonna have to split up, though. Or more like Reese and I have to take a door the same while you guys tag along with whoever. That's how I look at it, too. If we don't do it the way she said, I doubt we'll be able to advance. They sure are making it easy for us, huh? That means we're going to need to split up us two so that you guys don't go in alone. It's not the most ideal situation when there are only 4 of us and the things are so dangerous, but it's what we have to do. Why not ask the rest of the garden to help us? That way we could form 2 groups of 4. That should hopefully be enough for any challenges up ahead. But that voice said that Kevin and I should be the ones who step through the gates. Sure, but that's all she specified. You and me needed to go through different ones. She didn't say about what guys these guys have to do, rather. Plus, there's no telling us what's waiting for us on the other side. Once we reach the other side, we could use their help. All right then, thank you. Not a problem. What should we do? Call everyone here right away? Even if we did, I wouldn't blame them if they wanted some time to prep before heading out, especially since I've got a hunch that once we go through these gates, there's no coming back out, just like the lady said. So instead of calling them here, let's go back to them. Then we'll all come here once we feel ready to go up to the challenge. Well, let me tell you. This is the 3rd plane. The dungeon on this plane requires you to form 2 parties with Kevin and Reese as their leaders in order to advance. Each one of these characters will need to be placed in one of the, Furthermore, beginning the dungeon, you won't be able to return to the garden until it's complete. To begin exploring, inspect the monument and explore the 3rd plane. So, we'll talk about preparations next time. This is clearly not our save file. So I'm just gonna call everybody here so we can get the little talk that everybody has. I'll set up the parties how I did set them up. So the way that I thought about it, which has seemed to work for me so far, is that we have a banger on both sides, and I said that you're probably going to be the banger. I didn't want to separate the couples. And I wanted the Joshua fan club on one side, and Tita's just a pretty decent healer, so I want her on that side. And Chloe's a good healer on this side, and I was like, I think this might work out well for us. And it did. So, that's okay. Rubik's Cube. Oh. It's reacting to us. Gate. Open. Gate open. I feel like the silver gate looks nicer. Now all that's left is to head through the doors and see what awaits us. Ready to go, Reese? I am. Kevin? Oh, what's up? I get it. Gonna feel all lonely without me to cuddle up against. Not a chance. It's nothing, let's just get it over with. Yes, ma'am. And that's when I'm like, he always tries to kind of like, comedy or joking or flirting seems to be his defense mechanism. Alright, time to make our way through this plane. See you guys once we reach the other side. Till then, take care. There's every chance we might find ourselves face to face with another devil too. Stay on guard and proceed carefully. Right. And then everybody went their separate ways. I believe, oh, I should have stopped here because there's gonna be a fight, isn't there? We're gonna start with Kevin. Because I actually started with Kevin. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to actually do this fight again, I think. But this fight is actually pretty easy. But I did not buy everybody's new stuff because I didn't think I would have to do anything. Here we go again, what the? So there's a lot of things, we're still not gonna lose this battle apparently. But here's the thing, I'm not sure if anybody's ever really gonna be able to, like, do anything. He still can. Okay. I'm playing on hard mode right now, actually. He's critting, that's awesome. Okay, everyone being mini, really bad, actually. Also, if we lose this fight, I'm just gonna load our save file, so it's whatever. I still don't think this is the right answer, but we'll try it. Yeah, because I was gonna say, ooh, but it did attack delay everybody, and she might be able to Curia everybody. Yes. Well, Are we big again? Goated. Alright, great. Now, do this again. One of them's dead. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Great. I feel actually very, very good about how we did that. Whew, that takes care of them. Just what were they? They weren't ordinary monsters anyway. They reminded me of prank-loving gremlins that appear in folklore. And my dialogue to seeing them the first time, I was like, what are these Furbies? And when he said gremlins, I was like, oh, gremlins, like the ones you aren't supposed to feed after midnight. Maybe I was thinking about them because they look like Furbies in the Gremlin movie, and I was like, that might be a reference that's too old for most people to get nowadays. That being said, we continue. Perhaps that's what they actually were. It's possible. First skeletons, then armored knights, then ghosts, now gremlins. This place is all about the folklore. Boy, and not the pleasant kind of that. Okay, so as you saw, that was a bad battle for me. But most notably, that battle is not how they were tending to go. Because we have a whole bunch of gear. We don't want to go there, we don't want to go here. We want to go here, but I hope this is after I did some of the stuff that I wanted to do. It must have been, I hope. There is a chest, and I think it may be after this. There's a chest that Kevin has some dialogue on, and I think it's a little bit after this. Let's open this one and see if it's here. Oh, I mean, actually, there's a pretty easy way for me to check. It's not, we haven't reached it yet. I think, unfortunately, I think I saved it after I had gotten it, so it might be between here and here. I'm gonna load here just in case, real quick. I think it is in this chest, actually. It sure is. Oh, but we're gonna miss so much chest dialogue. Well, look, y'all, we're gonna miss some chest dialogue this episode. What I am gonna have to do, though, is load 97. That's the chest that there's a little bit of extra dialogue for. And I can avoid all of these fights, because I'm a gamer. There is a door, I think here. I think it might be up here. And right here. Yes, there's a door here. We'll just read it because we're here. Bring to me the man who talks with his fist. Only then shall the door open. So here's the thing. I think that could be Zen. But admittedly, it could also be Agate. Thinking out loud. I'm gonna go all the way to the exit. I hope that was I at the exit? Because I've opened these chests. Did I save right before going to the exit? I think I did because that's something I usually do. So we might be closer than I thought. Let's reload 97. Go up the teleport pad. And yes, we are. Oh, good job, me. I knew better. Okay, so here is the chest that has some extra dialogue. And this is a Ion's bow. What? What's this doing here? Huh? Something wrong? Oh no, I was just impressed at how nice this bow gun is. I'm gonna get some real good use out of this baby. So I don't know what that entails, but I found it very curious and I was like, interesting. I had no commentary on it afterwards, but interesting. Okay, so now we can go ahead and we can load, we'll honestly read this just because it's here. The son scoffed upon hearing Jubilee's name. His wife, we only missed one more of these, but I got it, admittedly. His wife always had a habit of biting her lip before playing her ace in the hole. There was no finer ace against him than their daughter's opinion. Okay, so we want to load. Now we can load. Admittedly 90. I'm not sure if there's dialogue here. I don't think so. We'll load 100. And this is basically where I said we click this, and this looks like the lead up to a boss fight. There is definitely a boss fight behind that little area. And we're at 30 minutes already, which is nice. I'm thinking to myself, you know how I like to think sometimes, y'all. So what I started to do was get people's ornaments up. I knew Chloe needed some more EP. So I got her a bunch of EP. And then I said to myself, at least she can heal people from death. And I said, oh no she can't. So she didn't have Thala at first, and I was like, how do I get Thala? And I said, isn't there something in one of our notebooks that kind of tells me how to... Oh, I can't teleport anywhere, I knew that. Yes, so this is the memo that I went to, and I was like, oh, this gives me all of the things. I need to be really paying attention to that. And I realized all I need to do to get Thala was to have 2 of those brown ground ones, Earth Sepith, as well as the blues that I had. Then I saw a Thala, which revives and heal HP, which is probably a lot of it. It costs a lot of EP, but I mean, like, you know, I hate that it's single. I wish it were for all of it, but it is what it is. So I think I almost want to build to that, but maybe I don't. But what I do want to do is kind of look around and look at all of these things. Because it also gives us the list of quartz that we can find. And how much stuff they need. Like soul quartz, EP is converted to CP during battle, which is kind of goated. Other quartz, carnage. I'm gonna just like take like a back seat during like in between episodes one day and just like study up here. But with that, I was able to get Thala. So she has the revival move too. And I did that because I wanted to put skull pendants on maybe... I think we got a skull pendant, and I was like, just give me skull pendants on her. And then I thought to myself, if anybody else has a free slot, I should probably just give them a skull pendant too. But I also might just say screw poison and give me a skull pendant. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I did buy a couple more. And I might just put them on the people on the other side. For right now, I think we might be okay. What I do want to do, which I didn't do in between episodes, is heal. And also heal the EP. Not healing the EP sucked. During this battle is where my power went out. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. Right? And here, it's our boss fight. And now we're caught back up. It didn't take all that long. Over there! Boy, do you think that could be the exit? Sure looks that way. Whew. Hope everyone else is, everything's going well for Reese's group too. Bah! There go my hopes of just walking. Heh, looks like they're not gonna let us reach it without a fight. Reese? What? Reese? My eyes, they're soulless, just like yours were once, Joshua. I do wonder who we're gonna get from this area, to be honest. Womp womp. Damn it, is she being mind controlled or something? Alright, so. That's fine. I walked into this battle and said I should pay attention because those look like mirrors. And certainly enough, they did. These ones repel physical damage. And these ones repel arts. So I want to wail on the ones on the left. And arts on the one on the right. Admittedly, let me look, because I actually didn't even check this. They're not weak to anything either, which is unfortunate. So we're just gonna have to... Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, they got 100s on everything. I thought one of them was empty. Arts. Do I have, actually, your other... the single one? I do. This hits the both of them.
Hey, pay attention.
What did that... I used the wrong attack. Hilarious. What I do think I want to do for maybe you is to get you the Earth Guard all in an area, because that's nice. This actually hit them pretty hard, from what I remember last time. She has a good craft, Stampede, just in the sense that I don't want to use it on anybody. I could use it on you, actually. Just in the sense that it sends people flying back. Unfortunately, she flew back into one of her friends, which kind of sucks. Okay, so when Pete is there, I should probably be using you for arts. Do we have any other area ones? I guess you do. I'm gonna use this, just because. I'm gonna use this on you, because you're gonna crit afterwards. Oh, good miss. Because my thing is, if we can get rid of the both of them with arts, we can just start wailing on everybody else with our, yeah, come on, can you one-hit KO this guy? Almost. You were so close. Joshua gets to go again. The unfortunate truth is, I think they're all about to set up, admittedly. Do any of these go sooner? No? This has so little HP. I'm just gonna do a regular attack on. Ooh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, I was gonna say, they're gonna start setting up, and I don't want that. But he took out one of them, so that's great. Admittedly, you should just move. And I did this the last time too, I keep saying, alright, so we attack, and then Reese attacks, and then Chloe attacks, and then we have to focus on the mirrors again. And I keep saying, oh, Reese is not on our side. Screw me. This is still gonna hurt you, and it might hurt you for enough, to be honest. You'll be alright. You guys... You focus on her, I guess. I was gonna say, nobody's in the path of that, so that's awesome. I've actually never seen that attack go, because my power went out early into this fight. Now I guess we can start swinging, can't we? Yeah? We want to start swinging? Actually, you stampede first. You can't. Onto somebody that I wanted you to stampede on, but it's fine. You shoot him? Alright, let's start swinging. Let's start swinging. Why not? Because these are all physicals now. Yeet. She might go down before the mirrors. I actually don't know how good this attack's gonna be, but your attack's pretty good. But the Bobcat's the one that's attacking, so you know, it must be even better now that I think about it. Shoot up, Bobcat. Who's flying that thing? Nice. I mean, this is fine. This is actually going splendidly. You are almost gone, and so are you. I feel like... I was gonna say, we don't really need to do anything special. Like she... Oh, I'm sorry, she did what? Oh, that's bad. What does she do? Oh, you can heal? Oh, I'm not trying to have that thing heal. That thing's gotta go. It's not the weak to anything specifically. Move on it. Sure. You hit hard, so I'm gonna have to move closer. What does this do? Attack delay? Yeah, try that. Good. Good. So you know what that, like, design reminds me of? It is like a real throwback. So, like, in the original Teen Titans, there was this enemy named Slade. And at one point, he had infected all the Teen Titans with, these antibodies that would destroy them from the inside, except for Robin. And he was like, if you want to save your little Titan friends, you gotta work for me. And whenever they got, like, he had the antibodies attack, they kind of have a thing on them, a design on them, kind of like what's happening to her right now. That's a real throwback. I don't think anybody's gonna get that reference, but here we are. Give her a couple shots, huh? Alright, now she might be too far away to do anything. Okay, well, not quite. Now you're too far away to do anything. Joshua's now close enough to not do anything because he's out of things. Oh, but he still hits hard. Sig, do your job. Thank you. You can make that shot. Good job. Oh, she turned into one of those? That's crazy. That's all she is now? That's wild.
Alright, what's next?
I hate those things. I even said that earlier, but I might have said it when the episode was clearly out and gone. Dead and gone. A lot of time Sepith that time? Oh, do we get a Sealing Stone from both sides? Is there a pair of people that we should be thinking about getting right now? Oh. Sealing stone. Who would be a pair? When I think of pair of people, looks like that's the end of the trial. Sure came as a surprise that Reese was just a fiend in disguise, though. Boy, I was shocked too. I thought she was being mind-controlled or something. I've known her for a long time, and if I was fooled, it's no surprise that you guys would be too. The mirrors with it were so deadly too. Well, I knew. It's safe to say that whole battle was a trap set up by our enemies. Exactly, this was why I'm concerned about how the other group is doing. We should probably hurry. Yeah, let's get ourselves over to that gate. Neat. And here we are on the silver side. I guess. I mean, we still probably have enough-ish content for the other side. Oh, right, we have to fight. We've got company. Their fight seems harder. Oh, they don't have an information on them. I purchased another one, admittedly. Go fight this guy. I'm not trying to deal with it. There's gonna be enough fighting where I can probably... I'm sorry, what? You know? Well, okay, those guys... admittedly kind of cool. Get this one. There you go.
Justice must always.
I was gonna say, two of you might level up off of this, because Vander's definitely underleveled. What were those things? They look like reapers you'd find in a fairy tale. I felt the same way. The devils we've encountered shouldn't be able to exist, but in a sense, neither should those fiends. Boy, this definitely isn't going to be easy. Alright, so, let's save up. Let's look at our orbments real quick. Because I've learned things. If we want you to have revival just in case, then maybe you shouldn't have EP1, you should have... I could put mine 2 in here. I don't think you really need move 1. Right? Because that gives you 3. HP 2 gives you 3, so that's... Oh, do I need 8? Oh, it's per line. That's right. I'm not sure if I can get... So I think here's what I would have to do. Remove this quartz. Because this, yeah, the unlined one goes to both lines. Based on, you know, what it looks like over there. So let's undo this. But I also feel like this has to be... Yeah, yours says Mirage only, so we'd have to do some shenanigans. I am gonna put an information on you, just for the sake of it. Detection? What is detection? Oh. I mean, that's pretty good. However, I won't be able to, you know, very kindly do the things that we did before. Give us an HP 2 here, and I guess we could take a Mind 2 on this one, but I don't know if it really matters at that juncture. Because her lines are a little bit wild. I need to, like, double check to see if certain ones of them are forced to be doing what they're doing. Whatever. Enemies will come after us on this side, unfortunately. It is what it is. You might be able to... You have 3 lines? Oh my gosh, this game... It sure is something. I'm learning things. Let's go and take a defense one, I guess. The mute gives us 3 though, so take the mute, I guess. Yeah, enemies are gonna come towards us, which sucks. So we are actually gonna have to fight on this side. And it's fine, because I've been fighting regardless. But like, we don't really have to do a whole bunch of battling, are we? Alright. Vander, did I equip your new stuff? I may have, but you also might just be underleveled.
Justice must always.
We're gonna get you some levels, Vanders. There's one. Equipment, real quick. Vander. Yeah, we didn't. Oh, but I also didn't give you... Here, just in case. Skull Pendant. Skull Pendant. I don't know if I actually equipped anybody on this side. No, I did not. Not their weapons. Sure. I think I equipped your weapon. Yes. I didn't equip those two because I just didn't feel like it. You have the titanium, which is the right thing. And you have sleep and prevents mute. Do I have another? Whatever. We're fine. Alright, come fight me. There we go. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. Alright. Okay, look. I was gonna say, y'all need to calm down. Most of them are close to death. I'm trying to see who attacks first. Sure. So here's the thing. Yeah, sure. I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever let him do his thing, so that's good for him. He's now very fast. Oh, he's buffing up. That's a shame for him, he's dead. Alright, great. Another 2 level ups. Somebody learned something, which is awesome. I guess I missed a chest going this way. Thank you. Give me blood! Man, I'm concerned. We will continue going downward. Come to me. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Nah, bruh.
Upon the golden wings of Saturn.
All of those guys want to put me to sleep? They all... yeah, everyone has to go. Everybody get gone. We're not doing this. Funny story. We didn't get nothing like that on the last round. There's a triple chest that way. Okay, this is nice, admittedly. So we'll go here first. Gaia Boots. That was quite unfortunate for the sun. A single glance at her curious, simple smile, and he knew he would cave to whatever she said. Doubly unfortunate since he also knew who she would side with. It's the Reaper guy. Oh, we didn't get to... Fine. I was gonna say, he's gotta go first! So it almost feels like we want to defeat him from a range.
Justice must always prevail.
But it's also fine, admittedly. Gimme. I'm not sure if there are chest monsters. The chest was brought to you by... Oh, you. Thank you. HP 3, nice. Okay. Despite first impressions, it was a shop. It was as much a shop as any other along the same street. A shop which was still a shop even after it was no longer fully bursting with wealthy customers, or any customers, really. Gimme. Miso fish. You took all I had to give. Happy now? Yes, I'm actually ecstatic. Who wants this HP 3? I guess us. Maybe we put that on this line, since this line is cheap. So we want to undo, give you HP 3, and then give you mute. No, mine 2. Because now we have a revive, which is nice. Although I wouldn't mind someone on this route having Earth Guard all or Earth Guard area. Got him. I didn't think I was gonna get a preemptive on this side, to be honest. You hit him too. And you, I'm not gonna use your 200%, but like I kind of want to. That crit, I don't like that. Very nice. Thank you. I guess Julia's kind of low, but should be alright. Yeah, she's alright. Yeah, she's alright. Good. She might even level up. Who knows? Will she? No. She'll be close. I think 2 more fights and she'll level up, so I'm not gonna heal her. Famous last words. Gimme, Reviving Balm. Enforcer number 20, the empty chest. Oh gosh, run. So we have been all the way on that side. We'll keep going this way. Yeah, I really need to get, I guess, a second haze. I didn't even think that was gonna be, you know, we found haze, right?
Was the sword?
I think we found haze in a chest. A chest, speaking of, Tiger Heart. Or so he believed. There was a pause and noise after the question was raised, and seconds later, they both heard the flat-footed thumping of their daughter's footsteps towards them. Did you call me, Mom? Yeah, we've been getting a lot of the story in this subsection, actually. Let's also make a quick save. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, we just got Tiger something. What does it do? It's good for someone who's a beefy beefcake. I think I just want to put it on Julia. Yeah, good. That's true. Alright, yeah, I'm okay with that. Save it up. Alright. Moving on. Alright, come and fight me. Y'all, Haze, I need it, y'all. I need Haze. He's gonna suck somebody's, never mind. He's a goner. Ooh, I forgot I gave him that. We hit that 10%, baby. So up, I believe, is probably a door, since there's no chest over here. Hello. I would rather not fight this guy, to be honest, but it is what it is. Don't put me to sleep. I just asked nicely. Oh my gosh. Son of a gun. Ooh, there's a death blow there, too. What if you heal on a death blow? That's a game mechanic that I'd like to know, actually. What kind of crash you got? Man, just hit all of them. Hope for the best. Oh, you missed the Reaper. But... I'm trying to think. Because this will probably take out the Wind Fairy. But I really need to take out both of the Wind Fairies, because... Alright, we'll hear. Fine, I really didn't want to use that. But I'm also trying not to waste any healing items. Well, she died anyway. That's hilarious. Alright, well, healing items anyway. Julia, get up. No, reviving balm. We only got 2 reviving balms. That's why I didn't want to use it. We probably got reviving food, so it's not that big of a deal. Here, have one of these. We got like 8 of them. I'm not buying reviving items. Miss me with that. Yep, I knew it. There's a door over here. Moon door. Bring to me the darling of pure white radiance and proof of her scholarship. The heck? Darling of pure white pure white radiance and proof of her scholarship? What on earth? What in tarnation? You want to see? Oh my gosh. What is that thing? Yo, okay, everybody's about to get their sleep. What is that? Rouses enemies when defeated? Okay, so you call you say homies rise up when you die. Okay. So let's defeat everybody else first. You should have nothing because you just died. Awesome. Did he run away? He ain't rile anybody up. I can't believe you. I can believe you missed, but I'm upset that you missed. Can I? Nope. We gotta build up your CP anyway, so it's whatever. We are gonna have a boss fight. Okay, great. We didn't have to heal anybody. A bunch of people leveled up. Who's here? Who? Kumono Taichi? Or Tachi, rather? If you're looking for gold, you will not find 1 gram. Not 1 gram. I'm gonna fight somebody. Monsters in this dungeon, but like, you know, I'm still going to fight them. Back this way. This is the way up. Skull pendant. Did you know Arteria supposedly comes from the English word artery? I mean, I could have guessed that. Yeah, look, so up this way, through the Silver Road, we will get to, you know, the other half. So I'll have an opportunity to buy some things if we want to. Son of a guns. My boy, you can't be missing like this. We also could run, but Mama ain't raised no cow. I also don't know. This definitely, I don't think, was included in the recording. I think this happened in the part that was lost. I used Joshua's S attack, and I need to reorganize this corner of the screen because you guys could have seen it, but I definitely did not notice it. You guys couldn't have seen it, rather, and I didn't notice it, but I should have been able to notice it. Joshua, I used his S-Craft, and lo and behold, there was a shield up, meaning that, you know, so a rush means you get to attack twice, which is nice. I gotta keep that in mind. Because the blades are often something that I forget about. Make him disappear. Oh, I was one, whatever.
Justice must always
so I basically used his S-Craft and it didn't do anything, and I was like, oh boy, I'm a fool. You again? At least Phantom Thief B is a gentleman. Okay, don't. I need these chess dialogues to stop mentioning this Phantom Thief B, but the B doesn't stand for blue block. It stands for something else. It just hit them. Sure. It was critting. It was critting and nobody died, which is the worst part. I was gonna say, at worst, one person's gonna go to sleep. That didn't even happen, which is great. Awesome. Love falling asleep. Somebody murder this thing. This is my new least favorite enemy. The sleep pixie. At least I had people with attack 3, nice. But that would never happen. Hideko would never have denied Sato back then. See, she didn't have much money in those days, yet she paid cash for the machine. Okay. More orbaments. Might as well put attack 3 here. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure what I would even want from you, to be honest, but it is what it is. So this is going to be probably a weapon where she'll get it, and the game will be like, oh my gosh, how did this end up here? Yep. Sylvan. What? This seems familiar somehow. Is something wrong? No, not at all. I thought I may have seen this weapon somewhere, but it must have just been my imagination. It certainly seems like a capable one, though, so I think I'll use it all the same. Well, they'll have a nice little discussion. Nope, we will be equipping it, first of all. There you go. I do think the game reshuffles items to match who's in your party. Gimme. Pearl Earring Plus. It is yet to be spoken of in legend, for its mother was a modest carpenter who carved it with no other purpose than to hold a confession. It was never meant to be for a grand display, but for a quiet, sincere love. Okay, I would like to not get attacked by them. Reviving Balm. We got it back. An empty coffer, devoid of any treasure. Go seek another. They like haikus nowadays. So this is the way to go. We've unlocked all chests. Yes. Okay. First of all, restore EP HP. I might have to do that again because I'll be doing some thinking. Let's think. Shall we? In terms of thinking, first of all, I want to go to synthesize corpse, and I want to go to slots because I want to put people's slots up. Specifically you. Great. Julia, you don't use a whole bunch of your slots. But in the juncture that maybe we should. Where's the cheapest one? Is it the 45? 45, 11, 21, it's the same. You can do that one. Admittedly, you could probably do both, but I want to go to Tita, just in case. She's got a 45 here, which means I don't think we can do any for Mueller. Oh, we can. Here, he can have that one. Great, that gives everybody a little EP boost. I'm more concerned about this team, admittedly. But it'll be fine. I know what could possibly go wrong. We might have to fight those mirrors again. And I assume this time it'll be Kevin on this side. Oh. Could that be the exit, perhaps? It certainly seems to be. I wonder if Kevin and his group are already on the other side. Once you reach the other side. Uh-oh. Huh. I think we're gonna have to fight our way onto it, though. What? Father? Father? Oi! Oi! Father Kevin! Me, I am Father Kevin. Prepared it. Oh, not 5 of them. We only had 4 on the other side. What are? Ooh. These are different. These are death chariots. Kevin. So what do these do? Oh, that's bad. These guys are way tougher than the other side. Well, that's rough, buddy. I gotta remember you have a heal KO natively, so maybe I shouldn't be wasting your S-Craft. Fine. We might want to separate. Rail Spear. Don't like that. What'd that do? Oh no, he used the thing. You are the one who has the make everybody great. You single attack. Chance to confuse. I don't think that's gonna work on anybody here though. Everyone's about to take some pop shots, and that's not good. That's not the worst thing in the world. We need to. They are shooting. He's gotta go. He's healing. He's healing people. That's not cool. Okay, his guard's down. Let's go ahead and actually just. Oh, it does it to one person? Well, maybe save this, because he's already almost at 100. That only hit the two of them. But also they kept it, so maybe good enough. Like, they are all guarded for 2, which sucks. All support. Impede. No chains. I'm going to attack. Can't attack that one. That's unfortunate. Attack Kevin. Here's what's up. I was gonna hope that I could get 3 of them in this attack. Because that'll unignite one of them, or 2 of them, and this hits everybody. We're fine for right now. If it's the same Kevin, we're gonna have to deal with some more shenanigans. He's gonna have a second phase, but that second phase isn't. His second phase is gonna be able to heal a lot, so that's a problem. Now, let me think for a second, because she's at 60. You know what I didn't check? No, they're not weak to anything particularly. We'll have to survive an onslaught. I'm going to pop you with this. Correct? Sure. I'm going to burn. I'm gonna burn this. And hit the 3 of you. And then I'm gonna burn this. Kevin's gonna be hurting. Not hurting that bad though. That range isn't nearly as good as I thought it was going to be, but hey. My thing is, I need to keep in mind that our girl can revive KO. As long as she doesn't die, we're in okay shape. Pardon me. Okay, well, actually, one of them's about to crit, so that could be really bad. Okay, we're still good. Craft, you bring, Who back to life? Bring you back to life. Huh?
Goddess bless you.
I don't want to pop one of these too early. So I'm gonna wait on reviving Tita. I think I might have called Tita Klee at some point. But their color scheme and hats really remind me of each other. Klee Tita tag team win. Nobody's dead, nobody's dead. Nobody's dead, nobody's dead. Shocked her. Okay. What other crafts do you have? Man, there's I don't know, like there's a chance that I might be able to confuse these guys, which would be great for us. But I don't believe in it. I don't believe, admittedly. Like it's a boss fight, so I really just don't believe. Bring her back to life.
Goddess bless you.
You heal him because he's real low. Do you have any attack delay? Confuse, impede. Faint 50%. Oh boy. You got no weaknesses. I was gonna say, if anything, I should probably be. Ooh. You healed yourself too. That's trash. You are alive though, and you can use Vital Cannon. It will not. Yes, it will. I was about to say it's not gonna hit everybody, but it sure enough did. You have the ability to hit this, so do that again, because we do need that uppity up. You, honestly, I need you to attack. Attack him. He's gotta go. In fact, I think we can, at this point, withstand all of this onslaught if Tita survives. Tita survived barely. But they get to go again, so I'm going to give Tita 5,000 HP. I hate these guys. I hate that they had the uppity up to start this thing, more than anything. But you know, it is what it is. Hit him. That's still fine. You hit him too. All of you hit him. Do you have an attack delay? No, just hit him. Make sure he's gone. Thank you. Alright, now it's just the dummy. Please stop focusing on Tita. Uh-oh. We're good. We're alive. Now it is about just taking these guys out, which is fine in the grand aspect of things. Hit everybody. You hit all of them. That's gonna go way later. What are your? They still have so much HP. Just hit that thing. I'm over that thing. You Vital Cannon. Is that everybody? That is everybody. Yep. All of us. At this juncture, I think we focus on one and try to just slowly take down the rest. Uh-oh. Please stop targeting her. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Okay, well they can KO, so that's unfortunate. 'Cause I would love for her to be up. I'll wait. Do we even have speed up, which is crazy? I'm gonna be real. Do I have anything that cures faint? That's faint, right? Yeah, that's faint. Here, give that to her. She loves food. You bring her back to life. You one of them's almost gone, so that's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna need them to stop targeting Tito. We're about to brawl. Tito, if you could get everybody, you are a god. You're a goat, the goat. This is the one we're after. Can you get to this one? No. You might be able to with a craft. No. You should attack somebody, and then you should do this. I really don't want to do it on this one. Do it on this one, because it's got 7,000. And we're not getting any crits on this one. And that's nice, because I think that would be a little bit unfair. But it's like we're not even getting, like, many additional things on this one at all. Which is fine. Ooh, nope. I'm just going to use these immediately, since we're not getting any crits. Take it to them. That might be enough to take out the one on the right. Yes. Okay. You can't do the thing, but that's fine, because it's fine. You attack that one too. I'm gonna just eat some of these things, just because I'd like to know the recipes. Now's probably a good battle to do it. Alright, so you're about to crit. What else you got? Well, this is gonna crit, yeah, crit all of them. Thank you. You. This one's the lowest, go after him. You. He might be actually out of range. How unfortunate. Oh, just the ladies are getting... Pardon me, just the ladies are getting healed. You... Go over there. That's fine. All that's okay. Admittedly, you're so strong, maybe you should try and go after the... No, just... Yeah, go here. Tina is gonna have to attack anyway, so she can go after that one. Reese? Sure, yes. That's fine. And the both of you, maybe split push these two. He's very low. He's very bad. And that's honestly fine. Because we can do the Holy Blessing. Look at that, he's alive, you guys. It's like that never happened. Go after him. You can't Vital Cannon yet, so just hit that guy. Everybody gets a chance to go, so you go that way. You have a boost right now, so you go this way. You can Vital Cannon, so just go ahead and kill everybody. Because they're about to charge twice, probably. You... hit that one. Almost. You done good. I'm gonna leave that one for Tita, so the rest of you guys who are a little bit beefier in terms of your attack. Tita, you hit behind you. These are my least favorite anyway. I hate them. And you know what? It might not even be that I hate them so much. I hate, Kevin. For popping 2 shields on all of them.
Beautiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Hate. Y'all get your level ups. That's a lot of fire. Nice, I guess. So we do get 2. Oh. And there we go. Both paths. Did not expect to do both of them this episode, but via Powder Outage, I was like, alright, let's go a little bit longer then. Since we are not going through the entire gold route on this one, we can go through the silver one, and it's basically the same experience. I'll be real. That seems to be the end of our trial, at least. Although I certainly wasn't expecting that, to be a fiend perfectly disguised as Kevin. True, I wasn't... Oh. Oh? Reese? Are you alright? I'm fine. I was just so relieved to find out that it wasn't really Kevin. And now that the fight is over, it seems to me, clear to me, that this trap was a set by our foes. That bizarre cannon fiends are evidence. Hate them. Let's hurry through that door. I'm quite concerned about the other group. Yes, sir? I suppose we should. Hey, she must have been truly worried about Father Graham to react that way. I refuse to believe that that's quite what was happening. Something's probably going on with her, and that is not good. Hopefully she's not, like, dying. She didn't get, like, stabbed in the chest. Group A. You done good. Reese! Thank goodness. Yep, you're the real deal, alright? Thank Idios, I was worried as hell about you, you know? I could say the same to you. So it looks like those really must have been grimoires then. Sure does. Grimoires. Is that the name of the fiends we encountered? You got it, it's a type of fiend mentioned in the Testaments. Although, maybe fiend isn't the best word, they're said to be souls that eventually turn into after being... What souls turn into after being thrown into Gehenna. People's souls turn into those? That's not a very pleasant thought. As I'm sure you know, the church teaches the souls that the souls of the sinner end up in the fiery depths of Gehenna. Though they are tormented by ceaseless flames, they're slowly losing their own sense of self over time. Till finally, they're said to end up as nothing more than a chaotic lump of spirit known as a grimoire. I'm getting goosebumps just picturing it! Oh, and that's what those shape-shifting creatures we encountered were. Yes, sir. The mirrors and the cannon that appeared with them are all cursed items that have the same origin. How they did it, I don't know, but it seems our enemies have quite literally opened the gates of Gehenna. Haha, that's quite a metaphor. Our mass villain? That sounds like a... Oh, that's not our mass villain. Exclamation point? Oi, you again. Well, look who decided to show their ugly mug. Did that lord of yours come to check up on us? Are we sure that this isn't... you know, if we are really, and we are starting to go down, if we are, like, going down the pits of Gehenna, and lost souls are here, could this potentially be the soul of, the lost soul or the damned soul of, Love? I'm only coming back to that now because it does still look like his sprite. It does. That cheeky smile and that hair color I know from anywhere. I'm only saying that again because Joshua said, ... exclamation point, exclamation point. That is one of the roles I have been assigned, albeit not the only one. I'm impressed by how quickly you've progressed, even if it was with a significant amount of the Hermit's guidance. The Hermit? Well, that's one of those persona things from the tarot card. Anywho, one of the arcanas. Oi, who's that? The ghost we keep running into. I can't think of anyone else. She's been helping us in various ways since we've arrived here, and yet we still have no idea who she is, rather. Indeed, I speak of her. She is a spirit that was left behind in Phantasma, as well as the master of the Hollow Garden. Ah, of course, thanks to my lord, taking most of her power, little things she can do other than struggle is your guide. As usual, your cryptic nonsense just goes right over my head. But hey, since she's your enemy, that makes her our ally, right? I'll leave that for you to find out. Her position is hardly your concern at this time. I have a message for you from my lord. Your next destination is the Path of Beast. Devour the new offering presented to you, and display your seal once more. Then the flames of Gehenna burn even fiercer, and my kingdom draw closer to its completion. That's not good. That's bad. What? Oi, what is that supposed to mean? It seems like they understood what it was supposed to mean. My lord says that you may choose to interpret the message however you see fit. My task was simply to relay it to you. Ha 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 ha. Kevin? Sorry, I couldn't help but laugh. Huh? Tell me, what sad classes did you and that joke of a boss you take to get your certifications and how to be a big bad? Nice touch trying to confuse us by spewing that cryptic bullshit too, but bet you thought we'd keep ourselves up all night trying to figure that gem out. I mean, the overblown theatrics make it a bit too obvious that it's fake, don't you think? Well, you about done with us? If you are, how about you get lost? We've got better things to do with our time than listen to nonsensical riddles from a guy who can't even bother to show his face. Haha. I see you're quite fond of the gift granted to you by my lord. Does it bring back memories? Gift? Kevin? Exclamation point. You think you can get away? Fear not. We'll encounter one another again before long. I am, after all, Phantasma's foremost guardian. Ha! And with that, I bid you farewell. So that's the Swartzritter you mentioned. Yep, he's the picture of his lord, right down to the taunting as he leaves. Too bad for him that it doesn't take a genius to work out that they're both bluffing. I don't think that they're bluffing, my guy. Your next destination is the Path of Beast. Devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. Then the flames, shall the flames of Gehenna burn even fiercer and my kingdom draw closer to its completion. His words sound as though they have some specific meaning to me, but they could be taken a number of ways at face value. We could try to unravel said meaning, but that may hinder our progress more than help in the long run. My thoughts exactly. Anyway, what's definitely not going to hinder us is going back to base and seeing who's the two sealing stones we picked up. If we activate that monument over there, we'll be able to come right back here and continue exploring later, too. Thank goodness it's right there, huh? I wonder who's going to be inside of these. I'd have to guess. Oh, that's the end of the chapter. That's wild. I feel like we're blowing through this. Maybe I'm tripping. It feels like we're blowing through it, though. I guess we'll see. Kevin Graham of the 543rd class of trainees. In the name of the goddess above, I pardon me, hereby appoint you a squire of the Septian Church. Squire Kevin. He's been knighted. I humbly accept my appointment. Oop, I have an alarm about to go off. To there, to there, to here. There we go. I pledge my soul to the goddess above and both my body and blood to her church on earth. Very good. It is exceedingly rare for one at your age to be appointed to this position. I can only assume your aptitudes and training achievements are warranted it. May you strive to be a worthy guardian of the goddess. This is the goddess's sacraments. As her loyal and devoted servant. Oh, hey! Ein? Well, if it isn't Kevin. Okay, now hold on a minute. She is fine, Ein. I see you managed to avoid having your promotion rejected by the top brass. Splendid, splendid. Instructor, I really can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. Never dreamed I would have an actual Dominion supervising my training. Heh, how sweet of you to say. Hard to believe that you're the same boy who waltzed up before the congregation of the sacrament shouting, "Make me a knight, please!" Ha! I'd appreciate it if you chucked that memory back into the furthest reaches of your mind, thank you. Oh, but how could I? Had I missed your groveling, I never would have taken an interest in you in the first place. And not in a million years would I have thought that you were related to Rufina. You could have asked her to take you on as a pupil before resorting to such drastic measures, you silly boy. Well, I had my reasons. Let's leave it to that. I wonder what those reasons were. Ha. Very well, it doesn't matter at this point anyway. Congratulations, you're now a dog of the church just like the rest of us. It's good to have you on board. Thank you. I'm not sure what the most reassuring metaphor, that's the most reassuring metaphor to be using on new recruits though. You might scare some of them right off. Please. You're not trying to position yourself as some sweet doe-eyed thing, are you? Besides, I think it's perfectly apt description for us. We go around sniffing out sacraments wherever they might be, tearing through the throats of the heretics who are enamored with them all the while. Can you spot the difference? Come on, instructor. I'm used to it at this point, so I don't really care if you call me a dog, but if you care, you care if I call your beloved Rufina one, don't you? Not to worry, Kevin, I can read between the lines well enough. Well, did I guess right? I owe her a lot, but I wouldn't call her my beloved. She's just like a big sister to me, that's all. You're making it sound like like you what exactly? Heyo! Rufina! I thought you were in the Remiferia on a mission. Hehe. I was, but I tried to finish as quickly as possible so I could be back for your appointment ceremony. I'm so proud of you, Kevin. It's amazing just how fast you've grown, and now you're a full-fledged adult, just like me. Wow. Thanks for going out of your way to come here. I'm not sure if I deserve to be called an adult yet, though. Got a whole lot of work ahead of me if I want to be half the knight you two are. Oh my, how modest of you. By the way, have you let Reese know all about all of this yet? Not yet, I'm planning to write her tonight. She's been really mad at me ever since I decided to come to Arteria, though. Hopefully this will cheer her up in a bit. There's not much else I can do to make up with her short of going home. Perhaps we should do that together at some point if we can find the time. Oh, well, I have the chance. Thank you so much for looking after him all this time, Ein. You've given me so much of your free time, and I really do appreciate it. Think nothing of it. It proved to be quite fun. Quite a fun way to kill time. My gosh. Okay, Ein. Ein is fine, that's all I'm gonna say. It's a shame that all his skills are practically on the practical side, however. His academic side is less than stellar. I had a feeling in the pit of my stomach that may be the case. Ha 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 ha. Alright, I've gotta get going. I have to pick up my new room key and medal for the general affairs guys. Sorry, I'll talk to you later. Oh? What's this? You look so concerned. Feeling guilty because he followed you into such a dangerous line of work? Not at all. That was completely up to him and him alone. I can never try to dictate his life choices. It's just that I think he'll make a fine knight personally. He checks all the boxes. He's got the potential. He's got determination. All in all, I can see why you're so proud of him. And call it a hunch, but I wouldn't be surprised if a stigma manifested in him just like it has in you. A stigma manifested? Fascinating. Well, I'm impressed. I didn't think you could sense that of others if you didn't possess one yourself. Yet, one more reason to feel frustrated that you aren't a Dominion. Ha! I know we're friends, but there's no need for all the flattery. My combat and thaumaturgy abilities are average at best. I wouldn't be cut out for the job at all. I'm grateful enough to have been promoted from squire to knight. That's the upper limit for someone with my lack of potential. If only you saw the way things the way that I see them. Rather, someone average at best abilities couldn't have handled your Ouroboros case half as well as you did. Finding off a man that reported strength to swift enough conclusion would be a pretty feather in anyone's cap. It was my luck that we both came to an understanding. As far as Kevin goes, he wouldn't need to rely on luck. His potential for growth exceeds further than I'll ever be able to go. He has one weakness holding him back, huh? You? Oh, no, it's just that that boy is far too kind. Oh. So kind, in fact, that I can see him driving himself into a corner because of it one day. Well, I'm sure that corner has come. I hope it doesn't. I feel like it might come again. The dark stigma. But if he developed it, well, let's see what we get. He might have a stigma. Look, it's 2. Which 2? If we're talking pairs, I guess it could be Olivier and Shara. It could be... it could just be 2 randos. Zen and Agate. I don't know, we'll see. That looks like Zen and Olivier. Not the pair that I was expecting, but here we are. Oh, look at him! No, don't Prince Oliver me, that's Olivier. Gah. Zen. Prince Oliver? Now this is a surprise. Don't think this is a dream, at least. Indeed, it is not. I would be overjoyed to share a sweet date with Shara rather in my dreams. One with a fine drinking companion, not so much. Haha, yep, this is real alright. Still, doesn't Shara count as a drinking companion too? In a way, but it's fine to be drunk with the joy of her company, but it is very much the opposite to be drunk with alcohol involved. I see. That is one of the most important lessons I learned during my stay in La Burle. Truer words have never been spoken. But alright, enough playing around. You guys mind filling us in on what kind of situation we've gotten ourselves into? Zenna's like, alright, well, this ain't a dream, so what's going on? We shall make with the embraces and tearful greetings afterwards. Honestly, you two are something special. You'd think you'd be a little shaken finding yourselves in somewhere as unnatural as this out of nowhere. Admittedly, that year or 2 years between what, 2101 and 2103, they've been a whole bunch of shenanigans. I might not be shaken by this either. I'd be like, ah, here it goes again. This is quite the pickle. I appreciate that it may be hard to believe, but the situation we found ourselves in is, at this present time. If we're to try and find a way out, we'll need to, you to accept that. Oh, Mueller, my sweet, rose-kissed muse, ever pure and free of thorns, you misunderstand me. I have long accepted our current predicament as reality. Then why do you look so deep in thought? Need you even ask? Perhaps my life's toughest decision lies ahead of me. Before me I find Joshua, Princess Claudia, Tita, Josette. Then there's Julia and even a new face in Reese. Just whom shall I gather into my arms like a warm blanket and exchange sweet nothings in celebration first? It better not be Tita. Ahahaha. Only you. Joshua. You didn't include Josette. That's crazy. Joshua? You were pulling my leg when you said that this guy was an Erebonian prince, right? Haha, hard as this to believe he is. Putting my earnest dilemma aside for the time being, It seems as though you've been making some headway rather than unraveling the mysteries behind this place. Naturally, I'd be more than honored to help with that. But first, I got a few questions you need to ask, right? I know I sure do. I should have known you would be thinking along the same lines. You're exactly right. Fine by me. What do you want to ask? Do you think you figured something out? That's what I want to find out. First, I want to ask about the ghost you've encountered here. Ask away. If I remember correctly, the first time you met her was on the balcony in Granso Castle, yes? Indeed it was. She gave us the key that allowed us to eventually come and find and rescue you. That's the first time she appeared to us as a ghost, but I don't believe it was the first time she had direct communication with you, was it, Father? Don't think so, anyway. The reason I first arrived here, we heard a strange voice talking to us, but we didn't have a clue who it belonged to at the time. But I think it was probably her too. As do I. So, at first she only existed as a voice, but then she also started gradually appearing with a body too. I know that's a weird way to put it, but if it's true rather, it backs up what the man in black said the last time we saw him. Yeah, he said that the Lord of Phantasma had stolen most of her power, right? He kept referring to her as the Hermit and the Master of the Hollow Garden too. Plus the inscription on that monument behind us has the Hermit Garden written on it. Fair enough. I think all of us here can connect the dots just fine. Agreed, it's reasonable to conclude that this very garden is connected to her in some way. Oi, that's true! Makes sense to me. It also explains why this place is kinda comfy compared to the other weird, fiend-infested places in Phantasma. Feels like we're finally getting closer to the truth with every revelation. From the sounds of it, she's been in Phantasma for a while now, Phantasma. Possibly since the beginning. But then she had her power stolen by the Lord of Phantasma and ended up without a body. Since then, she's been trying to help us to the best of her abilities and guide us forward. If we assume all of that to be true, then maybe the monuments scattered throughout are connected to her some way too. They seem to exist for one purpose, guiding us forward. I think there's one thing in our possession that's connected to her as well. That cube, Kevin. Oh, you think so? Unfortunately, your guess is as good as mine on exactly what that cube is. Well, I would think that his guess would be better, but you have a whole bunch of knowledge, my dude. That being said, I think the odds of it being connected to her somehow are as high as everything else on the list so far. Well, what do you think? Honestly, I'm impressed. You've done a remarkable job of making sense of the situation when you've only just arrived. Still, if we assume that all that to be true, then there's something else we should be doing as we move forward. Helping restore her power, I assume. Yes. That way we should be able to ask her what else she knows about the land we're in. Got it in one. I get the impression that if we don't, we won't stand a chance against those two. We'll find ourselves up against a wall at some point. You may well be right. Well, leaving her aside for the time being, I do have one final thing I'd like to ask. Huh? What else is there to cover? Where's Estelle, probably? No. It concerns that, or maybe even Shara. It concerns that Lord of Phantasma you kept mentioning, actually. Put simply, you wouldn't happen to have any idea as to who they are, would you, Kevin? Why me? Well, from my perspective, they're awfully fixated on you. The both of them went exclamation point, though. They seem to know a lot about Reese's deceased sister as well. Then there's one, the fact that they're able to summon devils from the church's text. It all seems to be pointing to you two, and you in particular. I can see why you'd ask, I guess. Unfortunately for you, though, I got nothing. If anything, I'd say that they seem to be an enemy of the Gralswurder as a whole rather than just me. I feel like the ellipses with the characters either like concerned or whatever face they're giving is very telling in this game. I just don't know exactly what it's telling yet. Like, that may have just been concerned that, like, she knows from knowing him from so long that may be like, oh, he's lying. Regardless, I suppose that's possible. I wouldn't be surprised if an organization like that had more than its fair share of enemies. No offense, of course, I have plenty of enemies myself. Trying to just make it sound like it's something worth boasting about. Anyway, even if we've connected some dots, rather, we'll still have to save the mystery behind who our enemies are for another day. Maybe we can get some information out of them the next time we see them, but until then, we don't have enough to work with. Right. Next time one of them shows up, we'll have to see what we can force out of them. I wonder if it's some sort of like demonic version of Love. You know? Something like that, maybe. That's what I don't even know. I think it just might not be Love. If I'm to take to heart what happened at the end of the Love manga, then I don't think he should be here. That's kind of where I am. So that warp rather. I've done so much warping, all I see is warp. Wrap things up for now. If so, we should probably get ready to head out again. We're on plane number 4, and if the previous planes are anything to go by, it's gonna be tough, huh? Kevin? Huh? What's up? Did you have something else you wanted to add? No. It's just I'm not feeling very well, so I'm going to sit the next plane out. What? I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone, but please look out for him on my behalf. Huh? He shouldn't cause you too much trouble, but as I'm sure you know, rather, he can be a little careless sometimes. Huh? Reese? Wait a sec. Are you not gonna go after her? Sorry, I'll be back in a minute. Reese, is she really not okay? Wait a second. What's with you all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Are you feeling left out because I'm the only one here and everyone else is all buddy-buddy? Sorry, Reese. I know it probably wasn't fun to sit in through this whole happy reunion ordeal, and you can't be a part of it. I should have realized earlier. I've been pretty insensitive, so I'm sorry, okay? When are you going to stop acting? I knew it. I was gonna say, all these, and it's not like she knows something. I was like, if that were the case, who knows? But like, she just knows that he's putting on an act. Huh? It's true that I felt a little left out for a while. You've clearly gone through so much together, and it's made you that much more fond of each other in the days since. Ha! Yeah, we had some amazing times. Hard to come out of the other end of stuff we did together without growing closer through all of it. Watching all of you, how could I have not felt lonely? How could I not have felt jealous? You've been avoiding me for the past 5 years, Kevin. The thought that you'd grown close to so many others while going out of your way to keep me out of arm's reach did make me sad. Wow. You know I didn't mean it like that, Reese. But at the same time, I was happy you did. I knew how badly what happened to Rufina had hurt you and how you were still blaming yourself for it. I knew rather how you were driving yourself into a corner over it and how you were thinking on nothing but dirty jobs. Taking on nothing but dirty jobs, rather, as if you were trying to punish yourself. And I couldn't confirm it for myself, but I just knew the rumors that you were desperate to burn yourself out through them were true. So that's the reason. That's why, as lonely as I felt when you were off making new friends without me, I was really, really happy more than anything. Oh man, Reese? Reese, you do know that, how do you know that rather? Except, it turns out you haven't made any new friends at all. Oh man. Oh, here it goes. You're pulling the exact same thing you pulled with them on me. Every single one of them at arm's length, they can't get close to you. You won't even get close to them. On the surface, you're a cheerful person having fun with everyone, but on the inside, you're still as cold as can be. Yep. All you're doing is manipulating your own emotions, so people think that you're something you're not. After watching you ever since we were reunited, rather, that's become plain as day to me. Maybe this is okay, keep going. Ha. Man, I'm happy you're worried about me, but you've got the wrong idea about this one. Sorry, I'm good at explaining, good at a lot of things rather, but pretending to be someone I'm not isn't one of them. When I'm happy, you'll know about it. When I'm mad, well, I think you know when I'm not so good at hiding that one either. I'm the same transparent guy I've always been. Oh? I didn't say you weren't easy to read, for me at least. After all, I know how genuinely shaken you were by the Lord of Phantasma's or Phantasma's message. Their words and the words of the Schwarzritter always come as cryptic, but not to you. Deep down, you know what they're talking about. You just constantly keep it from the rest of us and try to keep us in the dark. No. Maybe you even managed to pull the wool over your own eyes too. Ha! Come on now, you can't seriously devour the new offering presented to you and display your seal once more. The stigma. What's up with his stigma? So he must have a dark stigma. You know exactly what that means, don't you? Go on. You know what? Maybe you should sit things out for a bit. You're clearly really tired. What? I get that you're as angry as you are upset with me, but I think it's starting to make you jump to some really out there conclusions. And being tired out rather, is only gonna make it worse. Can't you see how negative your line of thinking is? You can't seriously believe that all of this is actually true. I'm not saying I don't deserve all the anger, I totally do. I genuinely was busy, but at the same time, I wasn't sure how to face you if we did end up meeting either. Still, we're going to be working together from now on, so enough. Huh? Slap him. Thank you. It's always they got a nice slap in this game. Everything you're saying is just meaningless. Maybe the others don't realize that, but how dare you think I, of all people, would fall for it? I realize I'm turning back on my duties as a squire by doing this, but I can't bear to be near you any longer. I can't stand to see the Kevin I thought I knew so empty. So, oof. I'm sure maybe Joshua must have noticed too. Kevin? Oh. Hey. Ha. I'm sorry you had to see that. Don't worry about it. I want to know something, Joshua. You've looked into me a fair bit since I first stepped onto the scene, right? I have. I know that you're called the Heretic Hunter. Dang, just jumped out there with it. I know that you're one of the 12. He is one of the 12 dominions that lead the Gralsritter. So he got a thing. He has a stigma. Doesn't mean it's a negative stigma. A bad stigma. I don't know. We'll see. And I know that you undertake the execution of sinners. The church deems most unforgivable almost single-handedly. Heh. I figured you knew your stuff, huh? Wouldn't want any guys whose backgrounds you hadn't thoroughly vetted being close to your girlfriend for long, huh? I can't deny it. Still, the only people you harm are those sinners, never anyone else. So I decided that for the time being at least, you aren't a threat to her or anyone else. Ha, I see. Wiseman was your work too, wasn't it? So he knows about that? Good, I was gonna say. Joshua must know. Sure was. My job was to get rid of him, that's it. Everything I did with you guys leading up to that point was to get myself in a position where I could get it done without him catching on. That includes helping all of you out naturally. Yeah, I know. You must have been aware of the possibility that Estelle would be taken aboard the Glorious too. You thought allowing it to happen would help you in the long run, so you kept quiet about it. Wow, now that one I'm surprised you pieced together. But yep, you're absolutely right. I figured there was a chance she might get abducted, but I did exactly nothing to stop it. Ooh boy! My gosh! All I cared about was finding out what Wiseman and you were up to, and where you were, for that matter. Couldn't use a better bait for that than her. Oh man! Oh boy! That puts a lot of things from the second chapter into perspective. I thought so. And yet that doesn't change how I'm more than grateful than words can express. Why is that? Because if you hadn't helped me back then, I still would have been Wiseman's puppet. Fair enough, and you probably would have killed her. I would have broken with my own hands what I value most in this world. And that's a debt I'll never be able to repay. Oh, sweet Idios. Now you're just being cute. I know you're smart enough to realize that's not all, that's not at all why I threw you a bone, right? I just wanted him to catch him off guard to create an opening that I needed. Helping you was the perfect way to do that, and that's all there was to it. And again, that doesn't change how grateful I am to you. Knowing why you did what you did doesn't erase the gratitude I feel, not in the slightest. Haha. It really is just as well, it really is just as well as you get ending up quitting Ouroboros, rather. You'd be stuck to high heaven, you'd suck to high heaven, rather, if you were an enforcer now. Fair enough. Haha. Honestly, you're totally right. I'd murder you. If Reese is sitting on the sidelines for now, let me help you in her place. I might not be as capable as you, helping you as she is, but I should be able to back you up. You don't need to feel indebted to me, you know. Well, I'll take what I can get. No doubt you're worried sick about Estelle too, so there's your gold star reason for helping me out. So thanks. I'm glad you've got my back. Right back at you. He never said he had your back. That was a fascinating discussion between these two. Like, oh boy. Oh boy, oh my. I kind of want the old gang back together, to be honest. I'm not sure if I need him and Chloe. But we're also not really setting up our party right now for real. Because we're about to end the episode right now. Because we went an extra 2 hours, so this was probably a 3-hour and like 15-minute episode. So that's all she wrote. We're gonna save here. I did not expect the last bit of that to go like another 30 minutes, but that's wild. Truly and sincerely wild. Poor, not even poor Reese. I mean, like, we've always kind of, like, I've always felt that kind of emptiness about Kevin. I think I've even, like, called this Kevin a facade. Like, we've never met the real Kevin. Like, we've seen itsy-bitsy pieces of the real Kevin, like, through the Heretic Hunter, him taking out Wiseman. I feel like that's the closest Kevin we've seen. In fact, I also almost feel like when he was talking to Joshua right now, saying, all I cared about was Wiseman. I knew that Estelle could be taken on to the Glorious, and I did nothing to stop it. I feel like that's close, very close to the Kevin, the real Kevin, but I feel like, in a way, the Kevin we're seeing is also very close to the real Kevin, too. I think the biggest thing is, I don't know, man. This Kevin, he's a fraud. He's a phony, let's be honest. But I feel like, also, there's definitely a bunch of doors we can open now. Zen definitely has one of them, and, oh, I know Olivier has one, but I think he might need somebody else. Regardless, hi, it's Kevin, but like, for real, of course I trust Kevin. I do. He's great. And we've seen like these past bits of Kevin, and he seems like he's hurt, very clearly. He's still hurting from Rufina's death. We now learn that he's taking a bunch of like dark jobs, trying to burn himself out. And maybe it's a part of his stigma too. There's like a lot of pieces that I'd have to like sit down and think about, but I've been recording for, as you see, 3 hours, but technically I've been recording for 4 hours because part of it is gone. Lost to time. That being said, hey, it is what it is. We are recording with a new format. Hopefully you see this episode, because if you don't, that would suck. Toodaloo Flight Crew. As always, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm very, I don't even want to say like, intrigued. I am intrigued. I'm invested. Mostly in Kevin and Reese, but I just want to know what's going on. And I'm also curious about where we're going next. You know what I mean? But also, like, this has, what, 9 chapters, including the prologue, so 8 chapters, so we're already, you know, 4 out of 9 chapters in. We're almost at, like, the halfway-ish point, which is kind of crazy, because this series hasn't been going on for super duper long. This almost feels like it might be it might be the shortest of the trilogy, but because it's just dungeons. There's not a lot of, like, hey, we gotta go here, we gotta go here, we gotta go there, we gotta go there. That being said, there are still a bunch of doors that we haven't opened, and we know that those moon doors probably take up almost a whole episode, so I mean, like, we'll see about that. I'm excited for it. There's, like, doors that I'm excited for, like, they're still edging me for this, this Tita Agate door number 2. I get to see if Agate survives. I loved the banquet and the Chloe just saying, I love you, Joshua. She's the biggest tease of all time. Poor Joshua. He'll never be able to. She's watching him right now, like right behind him. Oh man, Estelle's still in some sealing stone. It's a shame we can't find her. It's just you and me here now, Joshua. Wild. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thank you for watching.